gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Dome. Round Valley coming off of a huge win last week against the Snowflake Lobos, here for homecoming and senior night against the Coronado Dons. I've got Mr. Dan Muth, Mr. Stephen Pena. They're going to get things started tonight. I've got to run down and talk to the White Hat. We're going to try to mic the White Hat tonight and give you some love that way so you can actually hear what the White Hat's saying during penalties. And so I'm going to turn it over to Dan and to Stephen for your Pioneer Title Agency Commitment to Serve pregame here on Let's Go Elks. Boys?
Hey, good evening, everybody. Stephen.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go.
So we got the Coronado Dons.
Yes.
One of the Premier Valley teams.
I
don't know anything about them.
At one point, they used to be. They've fallen on some hard times and things. I'm just glad they're here. You know, it was off and on with COVID. Their district's pretty strict. They had a tough time getting a team together. This is only their third game coming into tonight.
Third game.
Yes.
This is only their third game.
Yes.
And they're coming up to play Round Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, don't know that I would have wished for that, but hey, thank you, Coronado, for coming up and giving us a game on homecoming. It is homecoming.
Yep.
So if you're in town and you're not here, you need to get here. Put on your black, put on your gold. Come out and support the local football team. It is Friday night football here in Round Valley.
Yep.
So, hey, a couple things. Tonight we're going to have an extended halftime because of everything going on. And it's also senior night, so we're going to try to cast as much of that as we can. Just so you guys know, anything with music, we have to turn it down and talk over it. Not because we want to, but because we have to. So try to understand.
That's because of copyright.
Yeah, it's copyright infringements.
We don't want Facebook to think we're playing music and being copyright violations. And
we're not broadcasting people's music. We're just actually trying to enjoy the show. Unfortunately, there's certain rules we got to follow, so just be aware of that. Tonight's contest, based on what I've seen on Max Preps, probably going to see a lot of JV action tonight.
Yes.
In the second half. Not anticipating a big game. We are anticipating a high-scoring game. I look for the Bells to get to 42 and then start kicking a lot of field goals. Try to keep that 42-point spread so that the clock will run and they can get their team on and off the field.
In fact, Christy Phelps is down talking to the White Hat right now, making sure she has all pregame instructions on how the clock's operated as far as the 42-point rule and things like that.
Yeah.
So, and I remember a couple games ago they came up and talked to us. If we get there.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, got to turn west down right there.
Yeah. And that's the officials. That was nice because I heard him in the headset.
Yep.
So that's nice.
So that is something we're adding tonight. We will actually have audio of the referee tonight that will be across the dome. They'll be able to hear him in the stands, and you on the feed will be able to hear him as well. So, hey, it's been a rough week. Take the night off from everything that's been going on. Stream you a little football. Take it easy.
Watch some football, Support your Elks, and support these Dons, too. I mean, I really am grateful for them. They wanted to honor their commitment to this game, and as off and on as kind of shaky early in the season, whether they're going to be able to field a team, but their staff went out and kind of recruited and got their players back. Down there, I don't even think they're fully – I think they're in a hybrid situation school-wise, online, and so it's tough in those situations to get a full team filled out. And, what's crazy is I've been watching them with my binoculars. Most of them, their school apparently is requiring them to wear masks on the field. I don't know if they're going to be over their mouths during the game, but as of now, they are at least on their face, and they'll be using them at some point. That has to be tough. I just can't imagine.
Yeah. So everybody, if you're watching the stream, what you're seeing right now is Ethan checking the headset, standing in front of the camera. We're trying to get set up, get everything ready to go. I don't know that Ethan knows that we're all ready, but hey, just so you know, producer tonight is Ethan Holiday. I'll be your announcer. Steven will be helping me with stats and announcing. Cameramen tonight are Rustin McBride, Cody Eager, Ryan Pena, and the 2 Holiday kids. So Teen Legacy Center is definitely in the house helping us with the cameras tonight. So we're going to do our level best to give you the best cast we can. We've got about 19 minutes before kickoff, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, one quick note.
Yeah.
If you are a member of the class of 95 or the class of 70, you're being honored this year. If you didn't get the word, get down here so they can honor you at halftime, so they can let you know, and they can give you some recognition. So as homecoming, those are the classes that are being honored, 25 and 70.
95 and 70.
95 and 70, yeah. 25 years and 50 years. So
wow.
We're getting back to honoring classes at halftime. We haven't done it. We've tried to off and on through the last 10, 15 years, but yeah, those are the classes that are being honored tonight.
Oh, good deal, good deal. Hey, and thank you to our sponsor family for making all this possible. So we want to reach out and thank our sponsors. Last week we kind of rough as far as sponsors go. Apologize for that. We're going to do everything we can to make that right. We try to take care of our sponsors as best we can. We love you guys. We couldn't do this without you, and it was just an oversight. Sorry about that. We will do everything we can to make it right and to take care of it, just so you know. But yeah, we love our sponsor family, each and every one of you. Couldn't do it without you. Could not do it without you. Sponsors like Backwood Tees, Booger Reds, Cowboy Up, Farmers Insurance, Troy Merrill Farmers Insurance, Goob Pizza, Greer Land and Investment, Hamblin Law Office, Legacy Team Productions, LeSueur Advanced Automotive, Molly Butler Lodge, Pioneer Title, Ranchsterman Wiltbank CPA, Sierra Propane, The Flower Box, The Pop Shop, Trail Riders, White Mountain Chiropractic, White Mountain Off-Road, which is now closed for the season, but will try to reopen March 1st.
And they can go on and make reservations for next season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, they can go in and make reservations for next spring.
White Mountain Ponderosa Realty, Woodland Building Center, the new XA, Silent Partners, you know who you are. Camden McCall and McCall Holland or McCall Trucking. I got to get confirmation on that. Thank you for being a sponsor. Again, sponsor family, without you, couldn't do it. And for those of you out there listening, hey, show them sponsors some love. Here, up here up here on the mountain, it can get rough this time of year. Things slow down, although I don't know if it will this year because of the way everything's going. But hey, show them sponsors all the love you can, because I tell you what, without the public, without you, the viewer, the sponsors wouldn't have business. Without the sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do this. So it's a chain, and we are only as strong as the weakest link.
Yeah. And I don't know if he plugged himself, but Dan Muth's engineering and surveying service, he's a sponsor as well, and so we want to give him some love as well. So.
Yeah, I don't sponsor. I don't announce myself.
That's why I did it, because I knew you didn't.
Well, I
appreciate
appreciate that.
Yourself.
I appreciate that.
You do a great job for our community and
So,
region.
hey, folks, the Dome is filling up. I'm seeing a lot of alumni here tonight in their black and gold. That's good to see. Good to see. And it's a wide range of alumni too. I mean, we're talking way before and way after 89. So tonight, I'll give you the roster real quick for Round Valley.
Before that, real quick, just want to give some love to our volleyball team. They qualified for state, and the rankings came out today, the seedings.
Yeah.
And I believe we're number 7 going in. I'm waiting for my phone to reload. We are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th seed in the state in volleyball. We're number 5 going into the state championship bracket. So
Wow.
we'll play next Friday. Will be our first game.
That is good news. Going
Yes.
in 5th seed. That'll be actually. I think
Highest
that's
in
a good
years.
spot.
Yes. Though it will keep us off the bracket with Scottsdale Christian. That's not a team you ever want to play in volleyball. Even though they've lost 3 games this year, I bet most of them were just 5 and 6A schools. But yeah, we're in a good spot going in.
All right, so for you, Round Valley Elks, number 1, Seth Wilbank. Number 2, Owen Young. Number 3, Kyron Clark. Number 4, Riley Hamlin. Number 5, Javon Ortiz. Number 6, Gage Slade. Number 7, Brett Jordan. Number 8, Gage Baker. Number 12, Trayson Merrill. Number 22, Cooper Howard. 24, Rowdy Rivera. 28, Casey Mortensen. Number 30, Stockton Brown. 35, Riker Marble. 42, Kevin Flores. 56, Jaden Cisco. 58, Kyler Rominger. Number 60, Cutter Williams. 62, Gannon Earhart. 63, I'm guessing that's a typo. 63, Jamison Stover. 66, Cade Hogel. 68, Caden Sloan. 71, Armando Garcia. 75, Brandon Strickland. 77, Keanu Clark. 85, Morgan Arona. 88, Makai Funaki. For your Coronado Dons, we have Daniel Castaneda. Number 6, Daniel Castaneda. Number 10, Manny Camarillo. Number 13, Destination Salazar. Number 18, Aaron Buster. Number 20, Yeshua Mogoithan. Number 21, Ashton Wan. Number 21, Nathan Allen. Number 24, Dylan Pendleton. Number 25, Jalen Cardenas. Number 33, Keone Razing. Number 40, Cody Rodriguez. 44, Jason Galicia. 52, William Bermejo Lopez. 53, Marco Castillo. 54, Javier Hernandez. 64, Isaiah Gallegos. 67, Rafael Oliveras. And 79, Aaron Cano. Now our cheerleaders giving us a cheer.
As far, Amy, you off? So, yeah, these are as updated as we've had.
We're looking at just under 11 minutes to kickoff.
Yep, we got a lot going on at halftime today, so
Hey, there's Ethan.
I know, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I just barged in like this,
Hey.
like I own the place.
Just got to let you know, adjusting headsets, we got nice shots of your elbows and stuff.
Oh, you're welcome.
So,
That's what I'm here for.
all right. Hey, live shots of the producer in action. I love it. Hardest working man on the team is Ethan Holiday.
Running
I'm
around
just
like a
gonna
chicken
tell
with
ya.
my head cut off, more like.
Definitely the hardest working man on the stream. And let's see, as we make some final adjustments here to the board. Trying to get all the levels set up here.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's great you have officials that understand life. Put some
Let's see.
not some stupid schedule.
Oh, there we go.
And you want to come down real hard on that, whatever you just did.
I will have him.
Okay.
How about,
I'll plug it.
yeah, trying to get the levels adjusted. Right there? All right. Okay.
Guys, I was just talking to Wes about something when he went down to check the white hat and get things set up.
Yeah.
You know, the guy was great about it, and Wes checked on halftime, said we can have 5 extra minutes for halftime. And this is what that official told him. He said, you know, I don't care how long it takes. Those kids need their time for recognition. Let's recognize the kids and take care of them. I appreciate a white hat that understands the little things in life. You know,
Absolutely. That's excellent.
I wanted to give him some props for saying that, you know, because we have a pretty busy halftime. You know, he gets it. And he'll never hear this, but I hope he knows that we appreciate that, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
And talking about, giving the kids their due, let's go ahead and introduce the Round Valley dance team. Members include Amy Lee Penrod, senior, 4 years. Bailey Gillum, senior, 4 years. Alyssa Gardner, junior, 3 years. Haley Gomez, a sophomore this year, been dancing for 3 years. Mackenzie Padilla, sophomore, been dancing for 2 years. Maddie Cisco, a freshman this year, she's been dancing for 2 years. Braylon Baca, freshman, she's also been dancing for 2 years. Looks like Cheyenne Gillum, freshman. Cheyenne. All right, sorry, handwriting issue here. Freshman, dancing for 2 years. Cassidy Mortensen, 8th grade. She's been on the dance team for 2 years as well. Shay, I can't read that. Barentine. 8th grade. This is her first year dancing. Glad to have her on the squad. And the dance coach had a special announcement for tonight. Izzy Ordonez. I like that. She graduated in 2019, but she went on to dance in Spain on an internship, and then she went on to college and is now working for a company in the Valley. And a special shout out to her because today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Izzy.
Good job, ladies.
Indeed.
I guess I should give happy birthday wishes to a normal member of our crew, Daniel. It's his birthday tonight, Daniel Pena, you know, so.
Hey, there we go.
And because of that, he got excused to help us out tonight. He wants to hang out with his buddies tonight, so it's not on the production crew tonight.
Hey, you know what? He'll be missed, but I'll tell you, Daniel earned the night off. And he's a senior.
Yep.
And it's his birthday, and it's homecoming, so this is a good night for him to take off.
Yeah, and he'll be in the choir that's singing the national anthem and alma mater here in
So he's still involved. He's
Yeah.
just not on this end. He's on the working end.
Yeah.
So hey, happy birthday, Daniel.
He's done an excellent job for us, you know.
Oh yeah.
He loves doing it. He really does love doing this.
And
so.
he's a joy to work with because he's so hardworking and he gets it, and it seems like he really has a passion for it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel privileged just to be able to work with him
Hey.
as often as I do.
I appreciate that. He does too. I'll give him some props as a dad. He'll do what's asked of him. You know, he's good at taking directions. So he even asked me if he could take the night off, and I said yes, obviously. So I think they're getting them set up right now. You know, we have a few minutes. What do you think about next week? Blue Ridge. Big away game next week.
Well, it's going to be chilly.
Yeah.
We'll
be dressed a little bit differently next Friday night.
I kind of like being up here in the dome because it's so easy to get spoiled. You know, not like the old days when you used to huddle in blankets and drink hot cocoa.
And you had the worthless space heater on the sideline that blew out a 8-inch circumference of or diameter of heat, and you weren't standing directly in front of it where your butt was almost on fire. It was worthless to you. Yeah,
your butt would get to about 300 degrees, and the rest of you'd be cold.
Yeah, and the rest of your teammates were freezing because they weren't standing in front of it. You know.
Yeah, I do. You know, I miss playing outside, but you know, I'm 50. I can say that. I'm sure the players really like the dome.
Yeah.
The field is always predictable. You don't have, mud, and then when it freezes up, it gets slick because your cleats don't bite in the mud.
Do you remember going out during weights and shoveling the lines on the football field so that we knew where the lines were going to be during the game?
Yep.
You'd shovel every 5 yards. You had that line of ice and snow shoveled off. And
that reminds me, remember, Pete Slade used to have that aerator. Remember that big wheel with the spikes on it? And he'd aerate the field. Now, Pete took excellent care of that field.
Yes, he did. It was his baby.
And I tell you what, but that aerator would leave a 1-inch diameter by 3-inch long plug of dirt and grass all over the field. So when you were out there playing, you were just getting covered in this stuff.
Until those broke down halfway through the season.
Yeah. And then he'd always water in the afternoon, and that field would freeze by game time. Those were definitely different times.
Yeah.
None of that we have to worry about tonight. In fact, cool part about the dome is we have a stiff breeze of 0.
Yes.
It's a balmy 70 degrees. In fact, they have the cargo door open on the south end because it's getting just a little warm tonight.
Yep.
Players are now heading to the tunnel with 3 minutes left on the clock. So I don't know if you guys can feel the excitement yet, but ladies and gentlemen, it's almost here. It's almost kickoff. Let's go to Wes for an announcement.
Let the Soderquist family know that our hearts, our thoughts, and our prayers are with them today. And so a huge thanks to the Soderquists and their contributions to the community, and our hearts are with them. And so please join me in a brief moment of silence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madrigal Choir.
Wow, that was cool. Can't hear you, Peach. There you go.
Hey, I hit the moot bouton. Magical Choir nailed that.
Real
Did they
quick on
not?
the check, you may have heard me talking to Wes, but we have a new number that's not on the roster. Number 76 is Charlie Whiting.
76, Charlie Whiting, got it. All right, 76, Charlie Whiting.
If you're in the crowd listening to us, or if you're at home, and do you have one of these sophomores or juniors that's not normally suited up, and you know that they're suited up tonight, please let us know. Because they've got most of the rosters set up, but there are a few young guys that are suited up tonight that aren't normally. So if we'll try to catch those numbers.
All right, so we got referee and the umpire out in the middle of the field. We got Riley Hamlin, captain for Round Valley. Number 24, Dylan Pendleton, is the captain for Coronado. They're discussing the referee now going over the referees now going over the pregame with both teams.
So, do you want to take any bets on whether or not our mic's going to work tonight?
Not now.
I think it will. I watched Judge Latham go down there and test it many, many times, and so I have faith. I think it's going to work.
And there's the flip.
I'm assuming Coronado won because it looks like that's who he's talking to. As I brag about this mic that he's electing not to use.
Yeah, so it looks like the Dons did win the toss.
Oh, are we toss?
Yeah, Okay, so Round Valley will be defending the south goal. Dons will be defending the north goal. They're choosing to receive.
Yes.
So the Dons will be receiving from the north end. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready. We are ready. It is here. Another Friday night of football excitement here in the Round Valley Dome. Some people call it an in-sphere. To me, it's still a dome. Team is now gathered at the 50-yard line. They are getting their excitement on. We are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an exciting game. I look for some big opportunities on offense for Round Valley.
It's actually surprising to see a team that appears to have less people on the sidelines than we do.
Not a lot of depth on the Coronado bench, is there?
No. Which, since the move to 3A, has been a rare sight indeed.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking – who were we talking to pregame? I think it was Judge Latham said that they actually were moved to 2A last season and actually petitioned to get back into the 3A for this season.
Well, I'm sure for them in the Valley that's a better move because in the 2A, you know, you still have a lot of the prep schools, so that would have been a really hard schedule for them. All right, Kevin Flores kicking almost from the near side hash. Here's the kick. Kind of a high line drive. It's going to go back into the end zone. The Dons will end up 1st and 10 on their own 20. Elks defense now checking in, taking the field.
If you're watching for Scottsdale, for Coronado, if you know who at number 3 is, let us know on the chat. Let us know who it is on the chat because we don't have him on the roster.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know how to get word to the Coronado fans that they can actually watch the game from the Valley by streaming us. Looks like Castanez and quarterback, we've got a power set. Oh, the quarterback's number 3. Yeah, he may get a yard or two on a little keeper there. Not much going on. Round Valley's defense stepping up and closing a lot of those gaps.
0005. I do not have a number 3 on my roster. First person that sends me number 3's name wins a candy
All right, I'm looking at the instant replay now, and I just want to double check because I thought, oh yeah, he had to pick that snap up off the ground, so that could explain some of those woes they had on that first play.
Second and 11. Dom's line up from the shotgun.
Number 3's back in shotgun. He's looking to the outside. He's got no. He had a couple blockers, but they went away quickly. Progress might be back to the line of scrimmage, but it's not looking real good. Looks like they are going to spot it at the 20.
Yeah, they're definitely taking the let's put a bunch of people on the line and just try and get lost in the confusion in the backfield.
Well, just looking at their offensive line, they have size.
Oh, they got plenty of size.
They have size. So we'll see if this power offense will wear down Round Valley's defense. Jaden Cisco there in the middle.
Third and 10 for the Dons.
Let's go, Pancake.
Another low snap. Yeah, and again, cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be maybe a little bit short. They're going to mark progress at the 20, so looks like they're going to come out and punt.
Well, not a lot of momentum gained on that drive.
No, not at all.
And it looks like we're still struggling to sub out some personnel.
Riley Hamlin in midfield.
Yeah, we'll see.
10 from the special teams formation.
Low dribbling punt. He gets the punt away. Riley's going to field it at the 50. 45. 40. He's got a block. And he gets it down to about the 34, where he's going to be picked up by Coronado's defense.
Yeah, that was about a 16-yard return.
Yep. So we're looking at Round Valley starting on Coronado's 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was a tough position to be in. He got the punt off, luckily. It was, had to catch it off the bounce on the ground.
Coronado in a 3-man defensive front. We'll see what their intentions are. It looks like
do we have our first traveling call?
We do. Traveling on Round Valley.
Huh.
So it looks like, yep, still ain't working. All right, so now
It was
Old
kind
Young
of working.
back in shotgun. He's looking downfield. There it is. Connecting with Kyron Clark. Kyron Clark walks in untouched into the end zone with 9:35 left in the first quarter. Round Valley puts up 6. Flores getting set up for the point after. Riley will be holding. Cisco to snap. Oh, it gets past Hamlin. It's on the ground. Flores has got the ball. He's trying to run it out of there, and he gets tackled at the 20. A low snap by Cisco, and Hamlin could not get his hands on it. Flores ended up picking it up and trying to run. Those will be probably maybe 1 rushing yard for Kevin Flores, maybe, which will look good.
Since it's on the extra point, it doesn't count in the official stats for yards gained. So.
You know what? Put it in there anyway. He's a soccer kid. He needs it.
Yeah, that got interesting quickly.
Yeah. All right, so Round Valley up 6 with 9:35 left in the first quarter. Again, we're getting set up to kick off to Coronado. Flores setting the ball a little closer to midfield this time. Looks like his intended target's going to be Dylan Pendleton. I don't have a name for number 3 yet. I'm trying to get that for you. The kick goes deep to number 3. He's got it at the 10. He crosses the 15. He's out to about the 17, and he runs into the Round Valley defense. Welcome to Round Valley. I'm sure 7,000 feet does not bother you at all at this point.
It burns a little. And they do have a big team.
They are big boys.
That elevation seems to kick in a little quicker. Speaking as a big man myself.
Yeah, the lack of oxygen definitely affects those amongst us that are bigger than others a lot quicker. All right, substitutions coming in for Coronado as they take to the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 for the Dons, 9.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Pendleton is back next to the quarterback. Quarterback's a shotgun direct snap. He hits the line of scrimmage where he's picked up by Trayson Merrill. Maybe back at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is the part where I asked the silly question because I haven't been paying attention, but has he handed it off to anybody yet?
No.
I didn't think so.
He either hasn't had a chance or he just hasn't.
That's true. There have been a few low snaps he's been scooping out of the dirt and maybe just trying to make the best of them, but...
Now, it looks like Pendleton is back at quarterback now. He's in shotgun. Here's the snap, and he's drilled in the backfield. Try to get you a number by 88, Makai Funaki. Untouched, just went straight to the quarterback and brought him down. That's going to be a loss of a yard and a half. So now we got number 3 back in at quarterback. He's in shotgun. Here's the snap. No, direct snap. Looks like he's got a wall, and he makes it out across a 23.
There's some positive yards.
Ball carrier on that was Jalen Cardenas.
A little bit of direct snap trickery. Ooh.
Well, with this offense that they're running, you could basically, the center can just throw the ball back there, and anybody can grab it and take off with it. So it's kind of designed to keep the defense off balance.
There's still only so much you can run out of that, though. I'm pretty sure I only see 10 Dons on the field.
There's only 10. It's a muff punt. He falls on it. He is down. They're going to mark him down, I think, about the 11.
That
maybe.
is unfortunate.
Let's see where he goes. Yeah, they're going to mark him down at the 11. So Round Valley will take over 1st and 10 at the Dons' 11-yard line.
Get them set up on YouTube or Facebook. Again, the game live tonight at Let's Go Elks.
Well, Elks recover. Short yardage situation on the 11.
First and 10 for the Elks.
So we got Owen Young in shotgun. Cisco. Here's the snap. Owen Young's looking. He's got lots of time. And
couldn't hang on to
looking
it.
for Hamlin in the end zone, and Hamlin just could not hang on to it. Kind of a low throw. He scooped it but could not hang on. So Round Valley will be looking at 2nd and 10 from the Dons' 11-yard line.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this play again. Because it was a pretty throw. Plenty of time. Got it in there. Oh, in and out of the hands.
In and out. So here, little flip out to Riley Hamlin. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Another Troy Merrill touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you need T-shirts made for a family reunion or a sports team or any occasion, Backwoods Tees Boyd and Jamie Halsey. Boyd and Jamie Halsey. They will hook you up. You give them the design. If you don't have something in mind, they will help you out. Oh, here's a penalty on the kick.
Sure what happened.
Ball.
Encroachment.
Have to just set the try.
Okay, so we have encroachment, half the distance to the goal. They're going to reset for the kick. Looks like Flores isn't going to move, but the offensive line did. Oh, no, here comes Riley. He's going to reset now from the goalie's box. Riley Hamlin with the toss out to Clark. That's for 2, gets Round Valley up. 14-0 with 6:59 left in the first. Getting back to backwoods tees. Boyd and Jamie Halsey. Let's try take 3 on that. Boyd and Jamie Halsey. If you don't have a design, Jamie will sit down and work with you to get one made. She's working with me right now on some hats that I asked her to make for me. And she's actually got a lot of great ideas. She can pick the type of hat you want, type of shirts you want, type of design you want. Full service, will work with you. She will do everything she can to work with you. Jamie Halsey, Backwood Tees, your one-stop shop for T-shirts, hats, special occasion attire. Backwoods Tees. So Round Valley's now going to get set to kick. Flores is now setting it up near the far side hash.
Oh, man. I was talking to you the whole time, and I hit the mute button. That's my bad.
So here
No. I turned it off, and then I went back to talking to him.
What?
Oh, I'm having 3 different conversations. I don't know which one should be on the air and which one shouldn't.
Flores with the deep kick into the end zone. Dons will be starting 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. While everybody's taking the field, take this opportunity to tell you about Booger Reds. If you have not tried their Southwest chicken fried steak, red or green, you are missing out. Booger Reds also known for their street tacos and their enchiladas. Folks, I tell you what, one of the best meals in town. Booger Reds. How do you like your enchiladas, Ethan?
I like red enchiladas.
I like green with 2 over medium on top. Shredded beef, not ground. Oh, that's the only way to go.
It sounds delicious.
Oh, you ought to try it. You ought to try it. I'm telling you.
Sounds like the kind of breakfast you have if you don't want to accomplish anything all day.
No, definitely fill you up, and it's good for dinner, too, because you won't be hungry till noon. So the Dons from the shotgun, number 3. He tries to find a crease on the outside, doesn't find it, and ends up losing about a yard. So nothing real spectacular with this Dons offense. It's just a snap and run situation. Haven't really seen other than that wedge that they ran earlier. That's about the only play they've had for positive yards.
All right, so they're running the plays in. He's not actually substituting.
Don set with an extra tackle, getting away with a little bit of motion there. Oh, and Pendleton gets nailed as he receives the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
And we got another traveling call.
Yeah, we got procedure. I was going to say, they moving around a little bit. Can't have 2 men in motion.
Oh, come on, live a little.
That will definitely draw that traveling call.
Result of the play, 3rd down.
And
Round Valley declines.
Round Valley declines that penalty. So now the Dons will be at 3rd and 11. Actually, 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 for the Dons. Let's see what they do here. Kind of a power wishbone tight set. Direct snap to number 3, and he tried. No.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, not much there. Cade Hogle coming through on a stunt and just blows him up at the 15-yard line. Not a lot for him there.
And that's going to bring up the third straight 3-and-out possession.
Yeah, the Don special teams is definitely getting some work tonight.
Let's hope they can get this long snap up where it needs to be. I have noticed that the punter is elected to move up about 2 yards.
Yeah. There's a good snap. He gets the ball off. It's a short kick. Hamblin fields it at the 40. He's picked up a block. He crosses the 30. He's got a man out there blocking for him. He cuts across. He runs it back for a Round Valley touchdown with 4:50 left in the first quarter. So now Round Valley's getting set up for the point after. Cowboy up, Hay and Ranch Supply as we're waiting for him to get set for the kick. Riley's getting set up. Cisco down to snap. Flores back to kick the point after. Flores with the kick, and it's a knuckleball too low. So now we're going 20-0 with 4:50 left in the first quarter. Hey, Cowboy up, Hay and Ranch Supply. They offer veterans discounts. They have an abundance of steel power tools, chainsaws, hedgers, trimmers, both gas and electric. They have all kinds of dog food and feed for your livestock. And they always have the cutest chickens. And they are your hay supplier here in the Round Valley area.
All right, Sherrod Martin. It is highly appropriate and it is highly acceptable, and it is actually encouraged to heckle the announcers tonight, especially seeing as I cannot multitask worth beans tonight. Sorry about leaving that touchdown cam up for like 8 minutes approximately. I'm trying to do too much behind-the-scenes stuff, so my bad. My bad.
Here's
so
the kick.
Tell your friend that for sure. Heckle us. Oh, nice hit. Number
Okay,
35.
so Pendleton receives it, goes back into the end zone, and they let him bring it out where he is tackled by Riker Marble at the 10-yard line.
Hey, he was feeling it.
So now the Dons will start 1st and 10 at their own 10.
Yeah, he was a good 2 steps deep in the end zone.
Yeah, normally that's blown dead, but I guess since he ran it back into the end zone, that's why it wasn't.
Yes, Wes, I had one job and I failed you. Well, hey, I deserve it.
So Round Valley's defense is now set. Number 3 back in shotgun. Here's the ball. No, it was snapped to somebody. Give me a number. Anybody, please.
Number. Who's got the number?
I want to say 25. Was that 25?
I almost thought maybe they were trying to fumble Ruski.
Jalen Cardenas. Yeah.
That's still a thing, right?
No, actually, it's not.
Oh, take the fun out of everything.
That quit being a thing back when I was in high school.
Okay, let's be honest. Was it ever really a thing?
You know, it was. Nebraska ran that pretty successfully.
That's true.
Yes, it was a thing. You know what you don't see a lot of? You don't see the swinging gate anymore. You just don't see the swinging gate. That's just not a play. That's not an offense anybody runs anymore.
No.
Looks like the Dons are going to call timeout. Take a minute to discuss it. So while we got the timeout, let's go. We're going to take a look at our sponsors. Of course, there's Dan Muth Professional Surveying. We'll just skip right over him. Goob's Pizza. Hey, Goob's Pizza brought us pizza tonight. Tracy Thin. I'm telling you, pepperoni and black olives is the way to go.
That was delightful.
I still like the Lamont. I got to tell you, the Lamont Tracy Thin is my go-to pizza. Tracy.
I had to get back on just to defend the honor of good pizza, and olives are never a part of good pizza.
Oh,
I will eat them, but they take it down a notch. You got to put all meat or throw some bell peppers and onions on that thing.
I disagree.
Then it's a good pizza.
I disagree.
Little green chili.
Hey, if you're out there in the chat, okay, put an end to this pizza debate once and for all. Olives or no olives, because Steven and I just do not agree on this. I think pepperoni and black olives is good pizza.
Some would argue the best pizza.
It is better than anything with pineapple on it.
Agreed.
I think I'd rather eat anchovies on a pizza than pineapple.
You know what? Pineapples, when used appropriately on pizza, like with the Lamont, are very good because it gives you that tangy to kind of offset the heat in the green chili. It works. You need to try it, Steven.
Green chili chicken with white sauce.
Broaden your horizons. Broaden your horizons.
Green chili chicken with white sauce.
No. Don's back in shotgun. Put a man in motion. Pendleton's got it. He's looking outside and gets nothing. Kyron Clark drags him down for a loss of 5. Just not getting anything going at all on offense.
Yeah, the lead blocking especially has been questionable at best. They don't seem to know who they're looking for. They're just expecting someone to be there when they round the corner, and I don't know. It's not working out for them. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Here's the snap. He finds a little bit of a seam, tries to exploit it, and gains maybe a yard.
Well, back to the original line of scrimmage.
So now we're 4th and 10. I'm sure they're going to punt.
We're celebrating a few classes tonight. We'd like to thank and welcome the class of 1995.
So now we got Brandon Strickland checking in on defense. Him and Earhart are in the middle.
Punting out of your own end zone. Never a position you want to be in.
Yeah, Trayson Merrill. And Trayson Merrill at defensive end. I'm not seeing who the other end is. Everybody's pulling in tight. Here's the snap, punt from the end zone. Kind of a line drive to the 40. It's going to go out. No, doesn't get there. Goes out of bounds at the 35. So Round Valley will be picking up 1st and 10 from the Dons' 35-yard line. I don't think Round Valley's been on their side of the 50 all night except to kick.
So, question I've always had about football statistics.
Yeah.
When you punt a ball, it is always calculated from the line of scrimmage, not where you punt the ball from, which is another easily 10 to 15 yards back.
Yes, but the reason that is because the punter can move. See, it's not like a place kicker where the ball's fixed. See, your soccer-style kickers will swing out and pick up that 10 or 15 yards. All right, Owen Young back in shotgun. He's got hands off to Seth Weltbank. Seth's got a block. He crosses the 30, the 20, pushes off Pendleton, and walks into the, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 6. Pendleton pushed him out of bounds as Seth was trying to fight off the tackle.
I'm going to watch that replay and see if I can see some daylight in between those sneakers. All right, here he's coming around the edge. Walks around the first one. Nah, toe went out. All right, fair enough, official. Fair enough.
Yeah, he was on the white, so Owen Young back in shotgun. He's got Seth out next to him. Riley Hamlin going in motion. Young's looking in the end zone, and he's got Funaki. Funaki posting up 6. So Makai Funaki with his first touchdown in the Dome.
Do you hear that buzzing in the audio?
Real faint.
There, that's the one.
It's our referee, Mike. Sorry about that.
There we go. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Shared. It was pretty quiet in our headsets, but probably annoying for you guys.
Yeah, thanks. We need a lot of people watching us tonight. Flores with the kick, and it is good. Round Valley 27. Coronado 0 with 2:13 left in the first quarter. Let's go to the fight song. We got the song, fighting together, we can. I can only play a little bit of it, ladies and gentlemen, because there happens to be another institution of higher learning that shares our fight song with us.
Yeah, but nobody knows about them.
Well, maybe a couple.
Yeah, it's not like they get a special broadcast every Saturday, regardless of if they're any good. It's like the Dallas Cowboys of college football. No comment?
Not touching it. So that was a Troy Merrill touchdown, by the way. Sorry, forgot to announce that. All right, so Flores back to kick. Flores with the kick. Pendleton back to receive. He backs up into the end zone, but he comes out across the 10, the 12. He steps out of bounds at the 13. Oh, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 11.5. So Coronado will be starting 1st and 10 from their own 11.5.
Yeah, work it, band.
Rowdy Rivera jamming out on the field to the band right now.
I'm jamming out up here.
Little bit of levity out on the field. It's nice to see the boys relaxing and just having a good time while they're on the field tonight. It is homecoming, so potentially there's a lot of pressure there, but they seem to be handling everything well.
Well, defensively speaking, I would not have been concerned if this is what I was preparing to face all week, just because there's only so much you can do. Stay home, shuck your block, and make sure your gap is covered.
Absolutely. Looks like Pendleton is back deep at shotgun.
Ooh, we've got receivers spread out.
Yeah, let's see if they get time. There's no time to throw. Oh, it's a reception. Pendleton with the pickup on the quarterback on that was number 3. I got the numbers mixed up. Pendleton brings it all the way down to the 39. No, the 41, going the wrong way again. So now Coronado's at their own 41, best field position they've had all night.
Oh, they crossed those routes, and it confused the coverage. The two defenders actually bumped into each other, and then they both stuck on the same man, and we're looking at each other like, so where'd the other guy go?
Yeah.
Luckily, we had the one high safety.
Well, penetration was there. Direct snap, and he's brought down by Strickland just across the 45. 25 on the carry for Coronado, Jalen Cardenas. Looks like 44's checking in for Coronado. Jason Galicia. Checking out is Pendleton. So number 3's deep in shotgun. I still haven't got a name for him. Here's the snap. High snap. Caden Sloan on a stunt comes through and just catches him in the backfield. So we got 71 checking in.
Oh, so excited, too.
And 68 checking out. I don't have a 71 on the roster either, but that young man definitely wants to be on that field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeshua McLaughlin is now checking in. Looks like, I think that's Pendleton back in shotgun. Nope, Pendleton's next to the quarterback. There it is, number 3. Here's the snap. Number 20 is the quarterback. There's the pass.
Oh.
And it's broke up.
Narrowly.
Javon Ortiz all over the coverage. Him and Seth Wiltbank boxed out Pendleton and then broke that pass play up.
They had that well covered.
That reception would have been on Round Valley's 30-yard line. So it looks like Coronado is able to air the ball out. They couldn't establish much of a running game, but it looks like their passing game is now starting to work for them a little bit. So let's see what Coronado comes up with here. There we go. He airs it out to Pendleton. Pendleton just can't get there.
Just slightly overthrown.
Again, Pendleton got open. Perhaps our secondary is, Round Valley secondary appears to be taking that a little bit lightly. I don't know that they should.
Nah, he wasn't as open as you might have been thinking.
No?
I'll be honest with you. No. He had one underneath and one coming over on top to help. So there was a window. A ball could have been placed, but it was a tight one. Everett, you got to be more specific because I say that all the time.
He hands off to Wiltbank. Wiltbank crosses the 30, the 20. It's wide open. Touchdown. With 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
My goodness. Another Troy Merrill Farmers Insurance.
Give you a little taste of the fight song. Nope, never mind. You'll get a taste in a second.
There shall be no tastes.
No soup for you.
Oh, no, no soup for you.
All right, here we go. Flores is back to kick. Round Valley setting up for the PAT. And here's the kick. It's up. And it's good.
Nice.
Kevin Flores, 34-0 in the first quarter. 4 seconds left. I'm going to take this opportunity for the fight song. Round Valley fight song brought to you by the Round Valley Pep Band. And we're back. Greer Land and Investments, everybody. Greer Land and Investments. Greer Land Investments is a leader in representing buyers and sellers in Greer. Let us help you buy and sell your home in Greer, Alpine, Nutrioso, and Round Valley. You can call Bob, Anne Marie, Andrea today and check out their website, GreerLand.com. Just down the road from the Molly Butler Lodge. Greer Land and Investments. All right, so we got Kevin Flores back to kick yet again in a very active first quarter for Round Valley.
Robbie, I feel you, man.
What does Mr. Sherwood have to say?
Oh, he's feeling bad for Coronado.
Yeah. Okay, Round Valley in a tight kick formation. This is probably going to be onside. No, it is not. They kick it deep. Number 3 gets it. He crosses the 10. He's at the 15. He runs into traffic at about the 16, 17-yard line. He's brought down by Cooper Howard and Riker Marble and Brett Jordan.
Got it at the 8, made it to about the 18, so about 10-yard return on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a bad return. Starting to see some of the younger Elk in as they report in for some game time. Always a good thing to see as we flip the field. So as we're flipping the field, the second quarter is brought to you by Hamlin Law Office. When you need a legal representation and you want the best, Hamlin Law. Hamlin Law provides superior representation in many areas of law, including personal injury, family law, criminal defense, and civil litigation. And in my practice, actually, real estate is something Bryce dabbles in too. So if you've got some land issues with your neighbor or something, you need to work it out, Hamlin Law is the place to go. Hamlin Law. McCall Hauling and Dirtworks. Hey everybody, they're a new sponsor, but McCall Hauling and Dirtworks, they handle septic tank installation and repair. They're a licensed contractor to perform this service. So they're licensed, they can handle it. You show them what you want, they will do what they can to get it done for you. We'll arrange for your perk test. They will come out and clear your property, brush removal and clearing. They build roads, site preparation, haul your aggregate for your driveways or roads. McCall Hauling and Dirtworks. So Coronado back in shotgun again. Defense stacking them up with nowhere to go. We got Caden Sloan, Strickland, and Keanu in on the stop. It'd almost be easier to tell you who wasn't in on the stop, but that wouldn't be fair.
I'll have to give Coronado credit for one thing. This offense is creating some epic pileups back there.
Yes, it is. So now we got a whole new defensive front. Coronado trying to find a crease on the outside, near side, not getting much, maybe a yard. Brought down by Kyler Rominger. So we've got Keanu Clark in the middle. Next to him is 68 is Caden Sloan. And Keanu Clark in the middle there. The Dons back in shotgun. Here's the snap. He's looking to the outside again.
Oh.
Number 80 grabs him and just stops any progress that could have been there.
Just a boatload of penetration.
If you're
right
on
there.
the stream and you know who number 80 is, would you please message us and let us know? We're looking for number 80 on Round Valley. For anybody listening. So that brings down 4th down and long. Looks like the Dons are going to punt once more. Brody Ziegler. Number 80, Brody. Here's the kick. He gets it off.
Oh, that was a pretty punt.
Roddy Rivera's back to receive. He finds a crease. We have a flag. He's going to go in, but it's coming back.
Did we have a block in the backage situation?
I think so. Either that or unsportsmanlike.
Or a hold. Those are typically what you see.
Let's see what the official says. Block in the back.
That'll do it. Well, so Elks looking to take over closer to midfield. Down
On the block. Receiving team, 51. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Hey, it almost worked that time. We're getting closer.
Well, we just cannot get that official mic working. It worked in pregame, folks. I promise it worked. I don't know why we can't get it to work now.
Okay, if you want me to nerd talk for a minute, what it could be is one of our Hollyland HDMI transceivers could be interfering with the signal.
There's number 28 with the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Casey Mortensen walking into the end zone.
I don't see any flags.
No flags. You know
This
what?
one.
I'm looking at the receiver, and I see a red light. Are we out of battery?
No. It is red if it's not transmitting, and so as soon as he starts talking, it should turn green.
Kevin Flores to kick, number 7 holding.
I don't know.
Kick is nice and up and good.
I'm just guessing at this point. So here we go, 41-0 with 9:22 left in the second quarter.
I refuse to give up on the ref mic, okay? We're going to make it work. We've already switched channels on one of our receivers just to see, and it got better.
I'm going to give you a little taste of fight song, but we are going to have to talk while they play just because we don't want any copyright issues. But hey,
And such.
all right, so Round Valley's going to be kicking from their own 40 again with 9:22.
Whoa, a little extra Mona gave us right there.
All right, so we're at 41-0 with 9:22 left in the second quarter. We are getting to that point in the evening where we're going to see a lot of the younger players checking in.
A lot of the younger players, and pretty soon we're going to have a always running clock,
Yes.
which, with the week I've had, I would not mind getting out of here a little bit early.
Well, but with the 45-minute halftime, that's going to be hard to do.
It's not going to be 45 minutes, man.
I'm
Have
sorry,
faith.
like 15 minutes, right? 20 minutes, I think.
I think they got approved for 5 extra minutes on the 20-minute half. In theory, is 25 minutes.
So
if I
that's
learned anything in school.
And I keep forgetting to mention that was another Troy Merrill touchdown.
I remembered the button, though, so half of us are getting better.
Yeah.
Flores with the boots, gonna bounce at the 16-yard line.
All right, so Coronado picks it up at about the 10, and he has brought Cooper Howard. Cooper Howard with an unassisted tackle at the 16, Coronado's 16-yard line. Coronado just kind of ran up and stopped.
Yeah, well, he was waiting for his blockers to cross, but in doing so, it killed his momentum, and then they didn't block anybody.
Yeah.
I was confused. And watching the replay, yep.
First and 10, 17-yard
Well, Cooper introduced him to the turf, so
Indeed.
there
Indeed.
it is. Cooper Howard with a nice tackle there.
Hey, Dan, can we come down on that mic just a little?
Yeah.
It's buzzing again.
Sorry.
Now a little more. There we go. Hate to upset Sherrod's dogs.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I keep turning it up so we can hear the ref. Coronado back on shotgun. He's getting pressure. Pass is intercepted. I'll see if I can get you a number.
Number 10.
Number 10.
We don't have a number 10.
Yeah.
And there's a flag down, so I'm holding off on the touchdown cam.
Yeah, that one's coming back, and it's probably going to add 15 yards from the last scrimmage. Roughing the passer is what I'm guessing.
Okay, well.
We got a little carried away with
This graduating class also honoring the class of 1970.
Rushing the passer. Defense.
yeah.
Oh,
15-yard penalty. Up. First down.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
well, that's unfortunate.
So that's going to add 15 yards. That's going to move Coronado out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Coronado back in shotgun.
Ooh, direct snap.
Direct snap, not really going anywhere. Met by the Round Valley defense, number 52 in with the initial attack. Need to get a number on or a name for number 52. If you're out there, folks, let us know.
They beat Payson at homecoming 40-0. The student body called themselves Oakland. Principal Santa Mondriaga and Marlon LeSueur with guidance counselor, athletic director, PE coach Marlon LeSueur.
So here we go. Coronado deep. Coronado back in shotgun. Round Valley's defense getting penetration, and again right to the line of scrimmage with not much there. Caden Sloan with the initial attack and stop.
Yeah, I hated playing teams that do that coordinated hand down.
Yeah. So we got Armando Garcia checking in.
It's really good to draw people off sides.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this offense. I think it's more of a gimmick than anything.
Third down for the Bonds.
Third down. They're back in shotgun again.
7:47 left in the half. They're down.
Here's the snap. He's looking. He's looking. He's got pressure. Passes up, and it's intercepted again. Stockton Brown with the interception. He's got blockers. Oh, he's
gonna
brought
be out
down.
of bounds.
He is brought down out of bounds at about the 12.
I'm watching the instant replay on this.
No, he's
Oh,
from the 12.
had a rusher right in his face. Just decided, you know what? How bad could it be? Well, that bad.
Yeah. Nice interception in return. So now Round Valley's 1st and 10 from the Dons 12-yard line. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen, but I don't think Round Valley has been behind the 50 all night, have they?
No. I think we had a play where we started at the 50, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a drive more than 2 plays that I can think of.
Hands off to Cade Hogle, number 66.
Cade Hogle with the
He's moving.
Cade Hogle, number 66, on the run play.
Remember, he started out at fullback.
He
To
did.
start the season. You
He
know,
did.
They moved him to guard out of necessity,
Yeah.
and
So he takes it down to the Dons too.
yeah. You know, somebody told me the other day they'd say he is our offensive MVP because they made that move to him, the offensive line. That's when our offense really took off.
Trace and Merrill with the handoff to Hogle. Hogle punches it in for 6.
There's the touchdown signal.
Yep. And now the running clock. So now the clock will not stop until the end of the half. Kevin Flores getting his kicking team out there and set. So here's how the running clock works, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever a team gets up with a 42-point lead over their opponent, the clock does not stop unless there's change of possession or a kickoff. That's it in the first half. Now, if in the first half they get back under 42, then we go back to the regular clock. But until then, the clock runs. Oh, the Flores kick was up and good, by the way. So now 48-0 with 6:13 left in the second quarter. So now, as soon as the ball's kicked, the clock will start running, and it won't stop unless that deficit goes below 42 in the first half.
Or
Second
there's a
half,
change of possession, I believe.
yeah,
it still
change of
stops.
possession. But as soon as it's blown ready for play, it winds right back up again. So,
Name that tune for a candy bar.
yeah, name that tune. You don't get to name that tune. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not eligible for the prizes anyways, so I'll just stay out of it.
So Flores getting his kicking team set.
Oh, it's awesome to see these younger kids get to play.
That was another Troy Merrill touchdown. I keep forgetting to do that. Troy Merrill touchdown. Here's a kick by Flores. It's a line drive. Oh, it's going to hit number 3 at the
Someone
5.
pick it up. Someone pick it up.
And they're just going to fall on it at the 7.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that was a long bus ride for this.
Yes, it's most unfortunate.
And it's going to be even longer bus ride home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank the Pop Shop for the trophy wife. They hooked me up with a diet trophy wife tonight. And I tell you what, that is some good stuff.
A diet trophy
A
wife?
diet.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
a light trophy wife. Yeah.
Does that make you sexist and sizist?
Yes, sexist and sizist when it comes to my beverages. That's right.
My goodness.
I'm getting heckled from everybody tonight. Limestream's tagging me. I got the MC over here in my ear. All right, Coronado's back
I'll
in
defend
shotgun.
you. I got the same thing. Nothing
It was
wrong with
your
the
idea, Pena.
Yes, it was. Nothing wrong with the diet trophy wife.
All right, Coronado back in shotgun. Quarterback is on his own 2. It's a low snap, and he's buried at the 2.
Oh,
The
my
center
goodness.
just did not get the exchange, and the quarterback having to fall on it. Yeah, this is not – well, what I'm noticing in this game is we're kind of playing down to our opponent, and our opponent's just – hey, they're here, and it's homecoming. Let's have a good time.
Yep. I haven't had a lot go right as of yet.
No, if anybody needs a break, it's Coronado at this point.
And they're going to take one with this timeout.
So here's a timeout. While we've got timeout on the field, let's talk about McCaw Hauling and Dirtwork septic system installations, and they will arrange for your perk test. So if you're new to Southern Apache County and you've bought some land out around Nutrioso, Alpine, or even north of town, out in the Cedars, and you need your lot cleared, you need a driveway built, you need a pad built for your house, and you need a septic tank, call McCaw Hauling and Dirtworks. They can handle it all. McCaw Hauling and Dirtworks.
And you can't find a nicer guy than Cam McCall, and a harder working guy, and just that whole family. I get to see him all the time, and just glad to know him. Good people.
Again, McCaw Hauling
And
and
Dirtworks.
Dirtworks. Surround Valley's defense broke out of their timeout huddle. They're excited. They're ready to go. They've got Coronado backed up to their own 2-yard line. I'm sure they're going to just make a all-out blitz to get the safety. I don't know what else they could actually do here.
4:18 left in the half.
Quarterback's deep in the end zone. In shotgun.
We got Stockton Brown, single high safety.
Coronado puts a man in motion. It's a direct snap, and he rumbles out to about the 5.
Well done. Give yourself some breathing room.
Oh, we've got a Coronado player slow to get up. Officials are going to call timeout, back everybody off to check on the young man. I think it's Pendleton. I can't really see a number, but I do believe I do. No, it's not Pendleton. It is Jason Galicia, who's just not able to get up off the turf right now.
Oh, I hope he's all right.
Now the trainers are looking at him now. We'll see if they can't get him up and moving. But yeah, we're gonna just hide and watch and see what happens here. Round Valley's taking a knee. Everybody's getting water and some coaching right now. So
Well, that's unfortunate. Hate to see anybody get hurt. Looks like they got him sitting up now. Wish him the best of luck.
Everything so you guys can unplug one of the 3 headsets. If you guys want. If Steven's got enough slack that I can wear it, I'm going to wear it and just point it at my face.
All righty. A little look behind the scenes while we're number 44 is up, and he's walking to the sideline under his own power. Glad to see that.
yeah, he was shaking up a little bit. I really hope the young man's not seriously hurt. I hope that's just an owie. And, you know, I was kidding earlier about the altitude, but I'll tell you, when you're down in the valley and you come up here to play football, the lack of oxygen does come into play.
It is currently very painful.
And there's not a lot of teams that train for that. And a lot of coaches don't realize that 4,000 or 5,000 feet in elevation will make a difference in player performance.
So, am I reading correctly in chat? Thatcher 27, Santan Foothills 0.
Coronado with 3:30 left in the half.
Say that again.
Thatcher 27, Santan Foothills 0.
Thatcher 27, no kidding.
Indeed.
Huh.
Name that tune for a candy.
Wow. You know what? I was gonna look at Push Ridge and see. Does anybody have a Push Ridge score?
I guess I could
You know what? I
use
can.
this thing called a computer I am sitting at, and I could pull up Max Preps and see if they update their scores at all. Ryan.
Blue Ridge, Cholo, Blue Ridge up 21-7 against the Cougars right now.
So Blue Ridge is up 27-0 or 21-0? 21-7. Blue Ridge is up on Sholo. Not a big surprise there.
Parents of seniors, parents of
All right, so we got 3:30 left in the second quarter. Round Valley 48, Coronado Dons 0. We are now getting ready to play. Coronado back in shotgun.
we need you down in about 3 minutes, please. Number 24, Pendleton with it
Pendleton gets the ball, but does not get much.
on the play. We're still at the 5-yard line.
Looks like
Cisco in on the play.
Cisco and Brett Jordan with the stop.
Pancake Cisco leading his Powder Puff football team to a victory this week. Excuse me, that was 58. Pancake did lead his team to victory. Kyler Rominger with the tackle. Excuse me, that was 5-8.
So here we go. Coronado back in shotgun, getting a lot of time punting from the end zone. There's a snap, kicks away. Brown's going to field it at the 30. He's got a block. He's crossing the 25, 20. He's got a lead block, 10, 5. Did he get in? Touchdown. Stockton Brown with the touchdown.
Oh, or we got a flag? Or did he pick it up?
No, we have a flag.
Oh.
That was a
They tricked
good
me.
call right there. I saw the block in the back right there. It was the guy got sandwiched. One guy in front, one guy in back. That was a good call right there.
I watched it on replay. He barely touched him, but fair enough. He
Barely
barely
touched
touched him in the back, so that's all you need.
So the good news is Round Valley retains possession because that's a post-possession foul. However, the touchdown is
If
the
that was barely
touchdown's
touching,
negated.
I'd hate to see a solid blow, man.
Did you watch the replay?
I watched it live. I was looking.
Okay,
I watched
was
him
there a
hit.
second one? Because the one I saw was kind of like, hey, there's a dude here, and he like pushed off his back.
Oh
as he
no,
went by.
that was a different one.
Okay, then there's
Just-
another one.
Yeah, the one guy hit him in front, and the other, the Round Valley teammate was coming across the field left to right, and clearly is a big ball of flesh in the middle of the field.
Oh,
Yeah, he
sounds gross.
kind of trucked him pretty hard. So.
All right, so thanks for the play-by-play on the penalty. Round Valley's going to start on the 28-yard on Coronado's 28-yard line, negating that nice run back from Stockton Brown. Riker Marble at quarterback. Oh, we got a fight going on right now in the field. I don't know. Oh, Keanu Clark and another kid, number 53, Marco Castillo, getting into it, and not a little bit either.
Ooh.
So now the officials are discussing it. Let's see how they decide to enforce this.
I mean, it looked like it was pretty both ways. I didn't really want to show the replay on that because.
No, we don't need to show the replay on that.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure that there's a lot of frustration on the Coronado side of the ball. I get that. But let's see what the officials are going to say. Referees coming out to talk to the Round Valley coaching staff. So
All right.
the indication now is that Keanu is going to end up being rejected.
Well,
We'll
don't
see.
know for sure.
That's pure speculation on my part. The referee's going over to talk to. No, he's not. He's picking up the flag.
Are they?
Defense. Unsportsmanlike act. Those penalties. First down.
No one got ejected.
And nobody is ejected. That is very fortunate. Both teams being called for unsportsmanlike. An instigator is not identified. Therefore, both teams are penalized with offsetting penalties. But Round Valley cannot afford to have another player ejected. Riker Marble handing off to Gage Baker. Gage rumbling it down to about the 20-yard line.
Way to go, Riker Margle.
Riker Marble.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it should have been. Heidi, I am so sorry. I just butchered your kid's name. I know you guys are going to watch this tomorrow. I just want you to know I am sorry.
Dan, I do it because I love you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting a lot of love tonight then.
You are. Somebody needs it.
Under a minute. Riker Marble from the shotgun.
Marble back in shotgun. He pitches to Brown. Brown crosses the 10. He crosses the 5. And he is tackled at about the 1, maybe
1
2 yard line.
I don't think that was Brown. I think that's number 40.
That was 40. I'm sorry, number 40. And I don't have a
We
number
don't know
for
who
40.
number 40. Oh, number 52 is Wesson Slade.
Huh?
52 is Wesson Slade.
Okay, who's number
40?
Who's number 40? Somebody tell us, please. I need a 10 and I need a 40.
No one said it in chat earlier. Riley Harlan.
Right, is 10 or 40?
40, I believe.
And
Right?
that's it. That will end the half. Riley Harlan with a nice run to about the 2.
Riley Harlan.
Riley Harlan.
I better write that down or I'll forget it.
All right, so we got 20 minutes on the clock for halftime. And we are going to go to, just to let everybody know, it's senior night. It's homecoming royalty. So we are going to go to Wes in just a minute for the festivities as we broadcast them.
You might have to turn me down. Can you guys hear me? I've got Steven on number 3. Am I coming through okay?
You sound good to me.
Yeah, you're good, Wes.
All righty, just waiting for things to officially kick off. So we're going to sit back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to honor our seniors. Please turn your attention to the 50-yard line as we start things off with number 3, Kyron Clark. Kyron Clark, receiver, defensive end, and back for the Round Valley Elks, escorted by Albert Clark and Stephanie Clark. His favorite memory is beating Snowflake in the Dome. He wants to thank his parents for supporting him and pushing him in his full potential. He'd like to thank the coaching staff for always taking the time away from work and their families to create this unforgettable season. And most importantly, I want to thank our community for cheering and supporting us as a team. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyron Clark. Help me welcome to the field now, Makai Funaki. Number 88, Makai Funaki, being escorted by Lindy and Aki Funaki. Favorite memory, beating Snowflake. I'd like to thank his parents for supporting him and pushing him to his full potential. Thank you, Aunt Amy and Uncle Travis, for allowing him to be here and giving him the amazing opportunity. A huge thanks to Coach Bell, Coach Baca, Coach Merrill, and all of the coaching staff and the managers for creating an unforgettable season. Ladies and gentlemen, Makai Funaki. Now help me welcome number 4, Riley Hamblin. Riley being escorted by Kim, Eddie, and Chase Hamblin. His favorite memory is beating Snowflake in the Dome and taking that number 1 spot. Watching Kyron Clark rap at state playoffs my sophomore year. Like to thank his older brother Tanner for traveling from Mesa to make it to his games. His words of encouragement is to keep your grades up because Haas conditioning is no fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Hamblin. Help me welcome now number 66, Cade Hogel. Escorted by Stephanie and Webb Hogel. Favorite memories are winning state last year, playing with his brother his sophomore year, and beating Snowflake. Thanks to all my coaches, parents, and everyone who supported me and pushes me to be what I am today. Ladies and gentlemen, Cade Hogel. Number 28, Casey Mortensen. Halfback and linebacker being escorted by Kelly Mortensen. Favorite memory is winning state and Coach Haas conditioning. Words of encouragement, thanks to all my coaches for giving me the chance to play for them. I also want to thank the football team for accepting me last year. Ladies and gentlemen, number 28, the choo-choo train, Casey Mortensen. Number 60, Cutter Williams. Cutter Williams, a guard for the Round Valley Elks, is being escorted tonight by Nancy and David Williams. His favorite memory? Getting yelled at by Haas. Enough said. Ladies and gentlemen, Cutter Williams. Number 2 on his jersey, number 1 in your heart. Help me welcome Owen Young. Being escorted by Megan and Joseph Young, quarterback and linebacker. Owen's favorite memory is when Coach Bell kicked a backpack and fell on his back during halftime in Miami his freshman year, and winning state was pretty good too. Don't let your mistakes impact you. Just keep playing football and having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Young. Help me welcome the cheerleaders now. Help me welcome Jaylee Cantrell, varsity captain, varsity back spot, and varsity main base. Escorted by Marty and Jared. Favorite memory is cheering at the Round Valley High School would be going to the 2020 Pink State competition, having a cheer camp with Sholo cheer team. Words of encouragement: keep your head high, your bow higher, and your stunt the highest. We appreciate each and every one of our teammates for making some of the best memories. I also want to thank my coach, Kylie, for being a huge role model for me and to always push me to do my best. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaylee Cantrell. Now help me welcome Fernandolyn Enriquez. Escorted by Deanna Lynn and Delbert. Favorite memory is going to stay with the team each year along with the fun activities afterwards. Like to give some appreciation to the coaches for being super helpful and encouraging. Also to those who supported and pushed me to be a cheerleader throughout these last 4 years. When it comes to trying something new, full send it. And if you enjoy it, stick with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Fernandolyn Enriquez. Now help me welcome Trisada Harris. Tricity. Those are 2 E's. Tricity Harris, base for the Round Valley Elks. Favorite memory are conversations with the basketball refs over the last 3 years. She'd like to thank everyone who has pushed her to improve. Ladies and gentlemen, Tricity Harris. And now help me welcome varsity flyer and captain, Taylor LeSueur. Being escorted by Whitney and Aaron, favorite memory was the football game at state last year. She's grateful for the opportunity and the amazing coaches that have gotten her so far over the last year, and her family for being so supportive. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor LeSueur. Aaron LeSueur, the sponsor of the halftime for the Let's Go Elks live stream, so a huge thanks to Aaron LeSueur and LeSueur Advanced Automotive. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Daisy Dawn Merrill. Back spot for the Round Valley Elks, escorted by Kimberly and Dayson Merrill. Favorite memories are cheering at state every year with her team and taking second place solo her sophomore year. Also just hanging out with the team all the time. Words of encouragement for future cheerleaders: if you truly want something, work hard, stay focused, and you will eventually get it. Also, I want to say I love my team and my coaches. Thanks to Kylie for everything. Also, I want to say thanks to my family for always supporting me and watching me cheer. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, Daisy Dawn Merrill. Now help me welcome varsity tumbler Krista Schweigert. Favorite memory from cheer is every out-of-town game. We went to all of our team bonding, and we do in most of all of our state competitions. But overall, just making friends and memories over these past 4 years. Some of that I couldn't make anywhere else. Any words of encouragement? Steve, I want to thank everyone who has spotted for me the last 4 years. A few words of encouragement, or if you think you will enjoy it, try it as long as it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, Krista Schweigert. And now help me welcome Harley Spear, known as the Hype Man, being escorted by Michael and Roxana Spear. Favorite memory is finally cleanly landing a back full, also known as a backflip 360, and our coach Emily, in the highest excitement, yelled, "Yes!" amid high five. Any words of encouragement would be, life is what you make of it. Work smarter, not harder, is the same as efficient laziness. Ladies and gentlemen, Harley Spear. And now help me welcome Janelle Strebe. Being escorted by Brooke Strebe. Her favorite memory is being part of cheer, is learning new stunts and routines over the last 2 years. Thankful for all the coaches and pushing me to do my best, and my parents for always supporting me. Ladies and gentlemen, Janelle Strebe. Now help me welcome dance team senior Bailey Gillum. Being escorted by Cindy and Brandon Gillum. Favorite memories are going to the Valley for State, team sleepovers, and late night drives with Haley, Braze, and Maddie. Practically any time spent with this team is a party. I'm so glad to have the support of my coaches all 4 years. Thanks to my parents for supporting and helping me throughout all of this. I'm glad to have such a supportive and amazing team. Ladies and gentlemen, Bailey Gillum. Now help me welcome Amiley Ryan Penrod. Being escorted by Erica and TJ Scarborough. Favorite memory has been the dance team all 4 years of high school. One of her favorite memories is eating IHOP at midnight after state and watching themselves on TV. I'd like to thank my mom, who is also my coach, for putting up with my craziness and helping me be my best. And to my dad, thank you for loving me, especially to my stepdad, TJ, for also being my big brother I always needed and pushing me to be better. Ladies and gentlemen, Amiley Ryan Penrod. That concludes all of our senior honors. It's time for your homecoming royalty court. Good evening, students, parents, alumni, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2020 homecoming halftime royalty goodness. We'd like to give some prizes, some accolades to our winners today. First place in the overall presentation for the parade yesterday, the junior class. Best theme for the Danger Zone, sophomore class. The most spirit on their float, 7th and 8th grade student council. We'd like to thank our judges, Terry Shove, Shauna Cox, and Ariana Mortensen. The homecoming spirit competition results throughout the week. Dress-up days go to senior and sophomore class. Powder Puff football goes to junior class. Peach Fuzz volleyball goes to the senior class. Pep Assembly Spirit Award goes to the senior class. Overall spirit points go to the junior class. The parade float goes to the junior class. And ladies and gentlemen, your spirit stick winner for homecoming week 2020, the junior class. At midfield, once again, please help me recognize each of the homecoming royalty court, starting with your freshmen. Help me welcome Olivia Procknell and Brody Ziegler. Olivia's parents are Tad and Stephanie. She's a member of the Legacy Leadership Club and also plays volleyball. Brody is the son of Brad and Marcia, and he plays football. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia and Brody. Now help me welcome sophomores Macy Soderquist and Dallin Walker. Macy is the daughter of Jeff and Kelly. She plays softball, basketball, and volleyball. Dallin Walker is the son of Landon and Billy Joe. He plays football, track, and basketball. Macy and Dallin. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the juniors now. Riley Haas and Kyler Rominger. Riley is the daughter of Robert and Marcy. She's a National Honor Society and plays volleyball, basketball, and softball. She's also the student body social chair. Kyler is the son of Zach and Brianne, plays football and basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley and Kyler. Your senior nominees, help me welcome Bailey Gillum and Shaman Madrid. Bailey is the daughter of Brandon and Cindy. She's a member of the dance team, FBLA, Bella Voce, and student council. She's a member of NHS and plans to attend college to be a speech therapist. Shaman is the son of Thane and Kim Madrid, participated in soccer, FBLA, NHS, track, service projects, and theater tech. His future plans are to serve a mission and to attend the Naval Academy and work for NASA. Ladies and gentlemen, Bailey and Shaman. Now help me welcome Ashley Whiting and Riley Hamblin. Ashley is the daughter of Garrett and Lori. She has participated in varsity soccer and track, madrigal choir, NHS, FBLA, and mock trial. Her future plans are to attend college, meet and marry a hottie, and travel the world. Riley Hamlin's the son of Eddie and Kim, has participated in football, basketball, and track. His future plans involve moving to Mesa and attending college. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Whiting and Riley Hamblin. Now help me welcome Carly Haas and Owen Young. Carly's the daughter of Robert and Marcy, has participated in basketball, volleyball, softball, legacy leadership, and NHS. She's also student body treasurer. Her future plans includes going to college and becoming a CRNA, a nurse anesthetist. Owen is the son of Jacob and Megan, has participated in football, basketball, NHS, legacy leadership, Governor's Youth Commission, and mock trial, student body president. Also, his future plans are to serve a mission for his church and to attend college. Ladies and gentlemen, Carly Haas and Owen Young. Last but not least, Kennedy Bell and Cutter Williams. Kennedy is the daughter of Brian and Amy Bell. She's participated in volleyball, softball, track, student council, NHS, and is the yearbook editor. Her future plans include going to school and becoming an ultrasound technician. Cutter Williams is the son of David and Nancy and has participated in football and wrestling. His future plans include going to college. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Kennedy Bell, Cutter Williams, and the rest of your homecoming court. Your homecoming royalty in a tie, as we have dual dukes and dual duchesses. Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Young and Carly Haas, Shaman Madrid and Bailey Gillum, your dukes and duchesses. Your prince and Princess. Ladies and gentlemen, Cutter Williams and Kennedy Bell. I think the football team knows who the king and queen are. I might be mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your king and queen, Riley Hamblin and Ashley Whiting. One more round of applause for all of your 2020 homecoming court. All right, guys, that concludes our halftime festivities and halftime. We're just a few minutes away. We'll be right back with you for the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the most talking. Well, I'm not even going to lie. It's not the most talking I've ever done. That's a lot of talking, though.
Muy talking.
Stand by.
Big thanks to LeSueur Advanced Automotive for supporting that halftime coverage.
Kind of convenient that he was actually on the field for a little bit of halftime, so that was
right?
nice, right?
Yeah. You know what? So I sent a message down to the referee to move the transponder forward so that I did it through Ryan. I told Ryan, be very, very nice.
Okay.
But when you see him, would you please ask him to just move it up so that we can hear? Because that would be nice to actually hear the official call. So.
And it's already been much better than we've had in the past. I mean, there's a couple. You can tell when his body isn't interfering with the line of sight that we're seeing it really good. So I'm excited to see if we did. Oh, is that adjusted? Do I see it? I think I see it in the front, so I'm hoping we do see a difference there.
Yeah.
Look at that. You know, what?
I'm still not giving up on that camera, on that microphone.
So really quick, a little note about the lead official is really nice. I went down and talked to him pregame about halftime because we have so much going on, and he said, you know what, give the kids the opportunity, the time that they need to be honored for what they've done all of the years. And so he said, don't worry about the clock. We've got this. Just take care of the seniors. And so a huge props to the official, because some officialing crews can be sticklers about that clock, and we're moving it and we're brushing through. So huge thanks to the officials for letting us have the halftime the kids needed with 17 kids to honor.
You know, I can tell you from back in my officiating days, Danny Price, Paul Hancock, Greg Chavez Jr., they were always referees that I called with, and they were always very accommodating when it came to homecoming.
It's about the kids at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as an official, you never want to be the center of attention, because when you're the center of attention, that
laser focus, right?
That's right. So the best night an official can ever have is when nobody notices them.
Yeah, they don't even remember who they were.
Yeah,
on and off. They're out.
Right. If they start calling you at home or they remember your name, that's a bad day.
So I anticipate seeing a lot of our underclassmen get to play. I think we're going to see Riker Marble at quarterback for the second half. Any adjustments you guys see the Elks making, or is it just going to be a lot of underclassmen football here in the second half?
You know, I think tonight it's going to mainly be the younger Bulls are going to get some time out of the herd. I think they're going to get their opportunity to get a little bit of field action. Just based on what I'm seeing in warm-ups right now, I think your normal starters are basically going to take their helmets and shoulder pads off and just call it a night.
Well, and what about Casey Mortensen? I thought it might have just been a gesture for him to get to play in the homecoming game. Just say, I got to get on the field, I got to participate in my, here we go. Runs it in. He's all over the place. So more game time than I thought we'd see Casey Mortensen have.
Yeah, I would pull him now. He had his opportunity. It's now time to pull him.
Well, you don't want to hurt him, right? Why would you hurt him when we don't need to?
Right, because if you can have him healed up and ready to go, then he's ready for Blue Ridge next week. So why chance it? I mean, the last thing you need is a big old lineman rolling up on that knee, and then he's gone for the rest of the season.
One silly mistake that's going to cause things that we don't need to see happen.
Right.
So I agree.
And a point of clarification.
Yes.
So I called out Keanu Clark in that little bit of a fight that was out there.
And I've been told there's 2 77s on the field or something. Yeah?
That's what I was told. I was told there's 2 number 77s,
Verified, Stephen is saying, so that may not have been Special K, we don't think, on the field with that.
No, that was also verified. Special K was not on the field.
Okay.
So I need to put that out there as a point of clarification. That was not Special K. That was another young man.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm not going to get into names. I shouldn't have called out his name when I did. So.
Well, it was his number. I mean, it was 77. So from the information we had, it was Special K. And there is slight history with him getting ejected earlier in the season, and so there is some reason for us to have that conversation. But again, clarification: it wasn't Special K,
right?
And there was no ejection because there was offsetting penalties. So the officials obviously saw factors both ways. It wasn't just 77 giving it to him.
Well, when you see offsetting penalties, what they tried to tell you is that should never be an offsetting penalty. But because that was, what that tells you is none of the officiating crew could determine who the instigator was.
Right.
And because they couldn't determine that, they just said, okay, we'll penalize both teams, reset, and go.
Move on.
Especially in a situation like that, it's typically not the instigator who gets the call.
No.
It's always the
retaliation.
It's always the retaliator. Right.
Well, and that gets you over and over again, especially on the line, the guy that's holding you, the guy that won't let you through. And the fifth or sixth time that it happens, you get frustrated. And that's when you get caught, is when you finally do something back.
Well, and, you don't want to see anybody ejected at homecoming, whether it's a visiting team or the home team.
So we do have a 77 on the field. We believe it is Special K. Orange shoes. Orange shoes. I'm going to make a note of that. If it's orange shoes, it's Special K. All right. So we've got Round Valley lining up to receive. Coronado kicking from the far side hash. Kicking for Coronado tonight is Daniel Castaneda, it looks like. That is not number one is not Seth Wiltbank. So we'll see. Short kick fielded by Cade Hogle. Cade Hogle dragged down from behind at the 45-yard line by Daniel Castaneda. Looked like Brett Jordan was going to try to pick that up and ended up just letting Cade take it. So Round Valley's going to start 1st and 10 at their own 45. This is the first time all night they've been behind the 50 on their side. So we'll see how it goes. All right, we got Riker Marble back in shotgun with Riley Harlan back there next to him. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Here's no, it's a keeper. He's trying to bounce outside. He gets a little room outside, does manage to make it down to about the 48, 49-yard line. Just trying to run outside a little bit.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, we had a technical difficulty. I went and handled it like a professional.
We are good to go.
All right, what'd I miss?
Riker Marble with about a 5-yard pickup.
Oh, good job.
Marble back in shotgun. Harlan next to him. 2 right, 2 left. Hand off to Harlan. Harlan up the middle, crosses the 50, gets down to about the 46-yard line.
See how they spotted here. Looks like just short.
Just short. So we've got a bunch of the younger herd out, or younger bulls out here. We got Marble in shotgun. I don't have a number. I can't see who that is beside him.
Is that Stockton Brown?
That is Stockton Brown, yes.
Oh,
and we've got Laundry all over the field.
That's a little aggressive tackling out of bounds. Is that? I don't think I saw a block that I thought was uncalled for.
That's typically going to be a hold in that area because that would have been the block that freed him up to turn the corner. That's probably a horse collar or something down there on the tackle. Yeah.
Holding. Defense. Holding. Defense. That penalty is declined. We will enforce the first penalty. 10 yards from the previous spot. Third down.
So I guess it was holding both ways?
No, it was holding against Round Valley. I think the referee just got confused.
Okay.
The holding against the defense was declined, so the holding against the offense was accepted.
So why did we decline?
I don't think we were ever given the option. I think that was.
Okay, well, why not?
So, no, Stockton Brown crosses the 50, 45, gets to the 40.
That's enough for the first.
He finds a little bit of running room on the outside after the handoff from Marble.
Way to go, Stocko.
So now we're going to be 1st and 10 from the Coronado 40. Stockton Brown bringing the play in. Seth Wilbank checking out. So here we go. Riker Marble in shotgun. He's got Stockton Brown next to him. We got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Here's the snap. He hands it to Brown. Brown up the middle. He crosses the 35 down to the 30. Rumbles down to maybe the 29. Yep, they're going to spot him at the 29, 1st and 10. Round Valley on the Coronado 29-yard line.
Yeah, these young bulls are getting after it.
Cooper Howard and Gage Slade checking in. Now we got Stockton Brown, Riker Marble back in shotgun. Cooper Howard, Gage Slade on the near side. 2 receivers out on the far side. I don't have their numbers. Sorry, everybody. So,
Oh, it's still loose.
no, they're going to rule him. They're going to rule him down. That might have been a little quick on the whistle, but they're going to rule him down.
Looks like 68 did end up with it.
Gage Slade having a hard time with the ball. Didn't look like he ever really had possession after the exchange.
He kept pawing at it. He was desperate. Oh, not a good feeling.
Marble and Brown back in shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Howard going in motion. This time the handoff to Howard. Howard turns the corner. He crosses the 30, gets a block, and crosses the 25 where he's brought down on a shoestring tackle. Cooper Howard down to the 25-yard line. So it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Brody Ziegler coming into the game for the Elks. Just kidding.
Brody Ziegler checks in. Now he's checking out. Now he's checking back in. Yeah, Brody, we want you to play today. So now we got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left.
Wow, number 44 rocking the cool sleeve. I'm jealous.
Timeout called. So now we got timeout on the field with 6:46 left in the 3rd quarter.
Do you have a number 44?
44. No, I do not.
Well, his sleeve game is strong. All right, let's see if we have any updated scores that are interesting. Not really. Blue Ridge 21, Sholo 7. Second quarter.
21-7 in the second quarter.
Still 21-7 second quarter.
How?
But that's the last time it was updated.
Oh. Hey, if anybody's monitoring that on one of the terrestrial stations, send us a message, would you? I'd really like to know what that score is.
It just ticked over into the 3rd quarter, but the score is the same.
You know, like maybe Everett or
Yeah,
know.
Snowflake 31-10.
Who's Snowflake playing tonight?
Beauregard Catholic or Brigade?
It's Borgade.
Borgade?
Borgade.
Yeah, that
Beauregard.
I took a shot at it. I didn't even really read it. I'll be honest with you. I'll take that. Jordan Elmer, number 44.
Jordan Elmer. I thought he was.
Rob was going to hang on.
Okay.
Okay.
Slot game on the play, 4th down.
All right. Number 44, Jordan Elmer. Got it.
And we don't know who number 11 is. So,
Number
again,
11
chat,
checking in. Yeah.
help us out.
Looks like Brett Jordan's checking out. Number 11's checking in. Can you guys hear me all right? I am low in my headset.
You started off really high, and now you're a little low.
Yeah.
Loose, number 11 with it.
Number 11, and he's going to get tied up in traffic. Round Valley's going to end up losing about 8 on the 4th down play. So now it's going to be 1st and 10. Coronado at Coronado's 32-yard line. So as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's talk about the Flower Box. Homecoming is here. So you might have an opportunity tomorrow to get that last-minute corsage, but I really doubt it because I am sure they're slammed. If you waited till now, you're probably too late.
Okay, good. I was concerned we only had 10 guys on the field, but there's number 52 filling in to make it an 11.
Here we go. Coronado setting up their offense. Here's the snap. It's a low snap. Number 3 digs it out. Oh, but he is hit in the backfield by Gage Slade. Gage Slade hitting him for a solo tackle for about a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, he got back there so quick. It's like he knew where it was going to be.
Well, I'm sure they had a stunt on. I just, it's hard to say, but I'm sure that they had a stunt going there. Okay. Hey, I can hear myself now. All right.
Well, that's what's important.
Yeah.
Dan, you hearing yourself.
Well, I found another knob. Well, it literally sounded like I was talking through a mask into a ball of cotton in my headset. So I'm like,
Into a thicker mask.
yeah, it was driving me nuts. And it only took me all game to figure it out, too.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness. I'm sure somebody cares.
Hey, Dan, we all care.
Hey.
In our own special way.
Coronado's back in shotgun. 44 goes into motion. Here's a snap, direct snap to 24. Oh, no, 25. And he's going to get picked up and hit. He might have got a yard on that. It's now 4th down. Looks like Coronado was going to punt. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of people checking in and checking out.
I mean, I know they had, 2 interceptions. 1 got called back. But they were having a little more success in the passing game than they are with their running game.
You're probably going to need more than 3 guys on the line of scrimmage here, Coronado.
There's 4. Oh, no, he's stuck back.
He's got 5 now.
And a timeout.
Looks like a timeout. Well, while they take a timeout, Trail Riders, they're now open.
Oh, I'm so excited. I still haven't gone.
You
My
need to
wife got to.
You need
I'm
to
jealous.
go. You need to go. You need to go.
Oh, I would love nothing more.
Lisa and I and the girls have been in there twice. So, okay, so we got White Mountain Chiropractic. Even the slightest adjustment can make a huge difference. Go see Winslow McNeil at White Mountain Chiropractic. White Mountain Off-Road is another sponsor. Closed for the winter. They close November 1st, but they are taking reservations for their opening on March 1st. So White Mountain Off-Road. And then so now we've got timeout. Coronado taking a timeout. They're now coming out to the near side hash. Got Round Valley getting set up on defense. Here's the snap. The punt's away. Punt's deflected. Picked up. I'm trying to get a number, see who picked that up. Number 50, I think that's 58. Kyler Rominger. Rominger with the reception, taking it down to the Coronado 17-yard line. So, Round Valley's now on offense. Riker, Marble, and Stockton Brown back in shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. Riker hands it to Brown. Brown crosses the 15, takes it down to about the 13, maybe the 12. They're going to spot it at the 13.
3 minutes left in the third quarter play. Your Elks lead 48-0.
So we do have a running clock this half. We're down to 2:50 on the clock right now. Round Valley 2nd and 8 from the Coronado 13-yard line. Riker Marble back in shotgun. He's got Stockton Brown next to him. Stockton finds a hole. He gets down to about the 6 or 7-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. It's now 3rd and 1. Nope. That is a first down. So that's now 1st and 10, or 1st and goal. Sorry, 1st and goal. Riker Marble and Cutter. Is that Cutter Williams? Cutter Williams. Cutter Williams rumbling down to about the 3-yard line. It's kind of confused. Don't normally see a lineman's number in the backfield like that, but so here we go. Williams and Marble in shotgun. Here's another handoff to Williams. Williams finds a crease in the middle and crosses into the end zone. Flores getting his team set for the point after. Timeout, Round Valley. They're going to take a chance to talk about it. And while they do that, let's talk about Woodland Building Center. Woodland Building Center, it's getting cold. They've got all your fireplace and wood stove cleaning supplies. No project too big, too small. They can handle it all, providing all the materials that you need. If they don't have it in stock, they can dang sure order it for you. They're always helping the community with raffles, silent auction, or donations. Woodland Building Center. Stop by and give them some love. If you got a project around the house or around the yard you're working on, stop by and see them. Woodland Building Center. Now let's talk about it. The XA is now open. So the XA Bar and Grill. Visit the XA for a delicious and relaxing meal in historic Western ambiance. The XA only serves choice American beef, hand-patted burgers, and hand-cut steaks. The XA will be open for lunch beginning November 1st and opening the Two Mules side for family dining in a couple of weeks. So there's something to look forward to.
Ooh.
Looks like the old steakhouse is now back in business.
Oh, love having more restaurants in town.
A good steakhouse. A good steakhouse is something that we haven't had in a long time. I mean,
Unless you're willing to go all the way to Greer and Molly Butler's.
Molly Butler's. Yes. Molly Butler's. The swinging gate. I was talking about that earlier.
You asked.
The
They will deliver.
The swinging gate.
They have no idea.
They don't. Oh, here they go. Now the offensive line's going to move into place. Here's the kick. It's up. And it is good for another Troy Merrill touchdown and extra point. On your feet for the fight song. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 1:04 left in the third quarter. Round Valley's got double nickels. Coronado has yet to get on the scoreboard, but I'm sure there's still a lot of football game left. Let's see if Coronado can make something happen.
Yeah, at this point, just have fun. Try new stuff. Swing for the fences. Throw those long passes. Try to get some positives to take home and build off of.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's worth commenting that they have 15 players on the sideline.
Indeed.
So, you know, the fact that these guys made the drive up here and they're willing to play is awesome.
I can't thank them enough.
I can't either. Okay, it was touched at the 10, goes out of bounds.
So does that mean they take possession there?
They will take possession where the ball goes out of bounds because
they
it was
touched
touched.
It. Yep.
It would have been better if he'd have just let it go, but unfortunately, because he touched it, I would almost prefer they treat that as a kicking infraction and take it to the 35.
Alrighty. Bringing it out of their own end zone. And met hard at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to finish the third quarter of play in the home. Your Round Valley Elks leading 55-0 as we head into the fourth quarter of play. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take a moment to have the class of 1970 and the class of 1995 to please stand and be recognized. If you're a graduate, if you're an alumni of 95 or 70, please stand and give us a wave. Thanks for coming. We're glad you're with us tonight. After the game, we're going to have a picture in the concourse. If you can head to the concourse right after the game, we want to get a picture of all the 1995 and all the 1970 alumni. Thanks for joining us.
All right, so as we change into the field, it's now 12 minutes on the clock. We're going to go ahead and start the fourth quarter.
Indeed.
So we'll see what the fourth quarter holds. I'd like to see Coronado post up a score There's
I
a
would
lot.
too.
There's a lot of fight in this team. 15 players making that trip come up here. I know they're giving it everything they got.
Indeed.
So I
And,
would.
you know, at the end of the day, I kind of almost wonder if it's not this scheme they're sticking with their offense. It's really limiting these players' ability to showcase their talent. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I see a lot of opportunity for these guys. They just, you know, it looks like they just need more time together. But given their size and given, you know, some of the power that their running backs run with, you know, these guys, they're going to be in the near future. You know, tonight obviously isn't their night, but they've got a bright future ahead of them. So we have an aggressive rush from Round Valley. Let's see where they spot the ball.
It's about the 1 yard line, half a yard line.
Ball will remain in play.
And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Just short.
So Coronado will be 3rd down from their 1 yard line. So we'll see what their offense can produce here. You know, that wedge play they ran in the first half, I'm almost wondering why we're not seeing it now, because that was very effective. And the passing game, you know, they aired it out a couple times and actually picked up a lot of yards with it. So, you know, kind of surprised they haven't gone to it. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Did he get forward progress to the
let's-
line?
Let's see where they mark progress. I don't know if he actually got
I'm
a.
showing a mark right on the goal line. Yep. So he got forward progress to the goal line. So it's going to be 4th, punting out of the back of the end zone. That is a tough situation to be in.
Yeah, because the punter generally needs 10 or 15 yards. That's
Yep.
going to put him at the back of the end zone.
And that much closer to the rushers.
Oh, that's going to be a shallow kick.
You got to catch and get it out fast. This is just a punting nightmare.
There's the snap. There's the kick. He does get it away. Comes down to about the 20.
Oh, muffed.
Yeah.
Ran into his own man.
Cuts back around. He's headed to the corner. It's a foot race into the end zone. Touchdown.
And
Oh,
Round Valley.
nope, I'm seeing a flag. Looks like we had a pretty bad crackback block over there.
You know,
I think this one's coming back.
when it's that far away from the ball carrier, why? He's 15, 20 yards behind the ball carrier. There is no reason to hit that young man. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I kind of felt like he got the shoulder in front of him, but that would be a hard one for the referee to see there. So
Well, the rule is now there's no reason to make that block. It can be called as for an unsportsmanlike. You know, 20 years ago they just called that.
Personal foul, receiving team, 15 yards from the penalty, 1st down.
Yeah, see, so they called that. They basically called that an unnecessary block. It's a newer rule. 20, you know, up until about 5 years ago, you could go looking, you know, you could go head hunting like that. But now, for player safety, they don't want that going on. When you're 20 yards from the ball, there's no reason to make that block.
yeah, and I agree with that.
Yeah, I do too, and it is a player safety issue. You know, there's no reason to go out there and just hurt people.
Yeah, speaking as a kid who got absolutely blasted my sophomore year, blindsided, never saw it coming.
Stockton Brown with the carry, taking it down to about the Coronado 25-yard line, where he is met and stopped by the Coronado defensive front.
Yeah, their defense has actually shown some life this second half, getting that big stop, turnover on downs, and starting to show some stiffness up front now.
Second down for the Elks. Elks, 8:42 left in the ball game.
So it's now 2nd and 10 for Round Valley. Marble and Brown in shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receiver right.
4 receivers.
Here's a handoff to Brown. He finds a crease on the outside. He runs into traffic and gets about to the 20.
7 yards on the play.
No, he crosses the 20, gets down to about the 18, where he's met by the Coronado secondary.
So looks like fourth quarter. It's Blue Ridge 28, Sholo 14.
Next week is going to be an interesting week.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
So we got Marble in shotgun. He's got Brown next to him. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. It's a little bit high. He gives to Brown. Brown finds a hole in the middle. He's got a block. He gets down to about the 9. That's going to be good for the first down.
Number 37, a little slow to get up for the Dons. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, well, with only 15 on the bench, a lot of those guys, especially the bigger linemen, they're playing both ways. They're doing a lot of old school Ironman football and not joking around. Up here at this altitude, that is asking a lot of any young man.
Indeed. Appreciate them making the trip down here, up here.
So there's a handoff to Brown. Brown struggling, but makes it down to about the, the 8?
Yeah, wanted to cut left, wasn't there, had to bring it back right, only able to get a yard or 2. But
yeah, so they're going to spot him at the 7. So Coronado's defense definitely tighten up, making Round Valley work for it a lot more now that they're inside the 10. New quarterback checking in for Round Valley, Brett Jordan. Brett Jordan goes into the end zone, loses the ball. Let's see what the officials. They're going to say he crossed the plane before he lost the ball, so that'll be scored as a Round Valley touchdown. Kevin Flores back to kick. Brett Jordan to hold. Cisco at the deep snap. Here's the snap. There's the rush. The kick is up. And it is good. So that's another Troy Merrill touchdown. That's a Round Valley fight song in the background.
oh, this is one of my favorite songs ever.
What is it?
This is from the Pegboard Nerds. This is Swamp Thing.
Yeah, we're still. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, and then
here's
it
the kick.
disappears.
Number 3, still do not have a name for that young man. Oh, he makes it out to about the 18-yard line where he meets the Round Valley defense.
Caden Sloan on the tackle.
So it looks like Round Valley will be starting 1st and 10. I'm sorry, Coronado will be starting 1st and 10 from their 18-yard line. with 4:50 left on the clock. Let's see if these young men can punch it in. So let's talk about Molly Butler Lodge. Sirloin steak and Mormon gravy. Best on the mountain.
Oh, delightful.
Oh, love that. Coronado back in shotgun. Number 3.
That's the only time I'll order French fries with a steak and be excited about it because of that gravy.
37. I believe that's 37. Maybe 33. Keone Racing. I'm sorry about these names. I don't know how to pronounce them. Oh, 37. I don't have a 37 on my roster for the Dons. Number 37 brings that out for about 4 or 5 yards. Yeah, Molly Butler's. If you ever come up here and you ever go to Greer, you definitely need to try dinner at Molly Butler's. Or if you come up here and you want to buy land, Pioneer Title will help you with that. So 37 with the snap. He's going to rumble across, and
found some running room.
He trucks a couple of the Round Valley defenders and gets down to within. Oh, he gets. Yeah, they're going to mark that a first down. That's a 1st and 10. Coronado, he just went right over the top of a couple Round Valley defenders. So Pioneer Title, they can help you with all of your buying and selling of real estate needs. Pioneer Title.
Less than 3 minutes left to play.
See, here's a snap to 37. He's looking for a seam. He can't find it. He's brought back for about a loss of 4 in the backfield.
Indeed. And Ms. Davis, we do try, but we are working with incomplete rosters, and we consistently ask the chat to help fill us in. And then we find out that there are multiple players wearing multiple numbers, and so it only adds to the confusion.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't for the lack of trying, folks. It's not like we're trying to neglect anybody. So, Randstrom and Wiltbank CPA. If you need a bookkeeper, if you need somebody to help you with payroll, Randstrom and Wiltbank CPA. They'll take care of your tax accounting. They'll do it all.
I think Whitney also offers some leadership training.
Yep. Pendleton gets around the outside. He's going to get all of that loss back and then some. So from the line of scrimmage, that's a gain of about 9. That's going to put him at 3rd and 5.
Pendleton's a good player. I'd like to see him utilize more get out to that outside edge because he can make things happen for this Dons team.
You know, he can. I worry about fatigue at this point. You know, if with the point deficit being what it is, if I was coaching that team, I would pull him and save him for another week. I don't know if I'd risk injury at this point. Sierra Propane, your only locally owned propane company. Our family's been serving your family for over 36 years. Great new customer offer, Sierra Propane, a company built on service. Riker Marble picks up the tackle on Pendleton. Pendleton trying to get around the outside, not finding any room. The Pop Shop, ladies and gentlemen, Pop Shop set us up tonight with drinks before tonight's game. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Pop Shop. Right here across the street from Round Valley High School.
Are we going to get another play, or is this going to...
They have to snap it one more time. This will be it. This will be the last play of the ball game.
Well, big shout out to the Dons. Thanks for showing up and giving us a game. We were concerned that they weren't going to be able to make the trip, and so it's big for us to be able to play this game tonight, enjoy homecoming, senior night. So can't thank them enough for their willingness and their participation here tonight.
Last call for concessions, people. Last call for
Almost kept it in bounds, looked like.
Number 11 fields the punt back at his own 40. Takes it downfield to the Dons' 27-yard line, and that's the ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, Coronado Dons And Round Valley, this game has come to a close. Round Valley with the homecoming win tonight. Appreciate the Dons for making the trip. I honestly hope these young men can build that program, and I look forward to seeing them further down the road in the 3A next year.
Yeah, hopefully they can start encouraging, get a few more men on the sidelines, and
yeah, there's a lot of power there, a lot of big men. They got a lot of speed. They got a lot of things going for them. Tonight just wasn't their night. I see some of them wearing masks, and I don't know if they just did that because of the handshake or. Yeah, I can't imagine coming up here at this altitude and playing with a mask on. If they did that, my hat's off.
Yeah. I feel like there were bright spots for them. I feel like they, especially in the passing game, they were starting to make some waves. And then once the pressure started getting in on them, it seemed like the hurried throws weren't going their way, and so they just kind of stopped.
Yeah,
But in all fairness, Round Valley has been a tough opponent all year, so not an easy team to play. Proud of these Elks and the way they played tonight.
Yeah, what do you say? I mean, you come off of a great win against Snowflake. We're trying to fight for playoff bid. Hats off to Coronado. I mean, with 15 guys on the sideline, they came up and they gave us a game. They did what they came up and they made the game. I don't know what else to say.
A few years ago when we were in 2A, I would see us play teams like Valley Sanders and some of those teams that have similarly rostered teams. And to me, what a huge show of sport and sportsmanship for them to come back out of the locker room. It takes a lot after a first half like that to come right back out onto the field and to put it on the field again for a third and fourth quarter. And so a huge thanks to them. And it's been a rough season for them altogether. I know they've had a touch-and-go season all year. As I understand that this is only their third game of the season that I was told in passing. I think that's somewhat accurate. Only 3 games that Coronado's been able to play.
This is only their third game.
That's all they've been able to play this year. And so
my goodness.
COVID has not been kind to a lot of programs, and I know they struggled more than once to get it to where we're at. And so a huge thanks to them for getting it done.
Yeah, that's tough, being your third game out and playing against a Round Valley team that's probably peaking right about now.
I hope not. I hope we're not peaking yet.
No,
we got playoffs to go.
Yeah, we need to peak next week and the week after and the week after. We need to keep climbing that hill. Yeah, overall, it was a good homecoming. The royalty, the fanfare. I mean, it was good.
All right, looks like that Blue Ridge Sholo score, Blue Ridge 28, Sholo 14, is going to go ahead and be the final score.
So Blue Ridge is going to come into the game next week with 1 loss. We're going to have no losses. So this is actually going to be quite the football game.
Wow, we have had a shot of the Coronado team on the sidelines, and they were looked like they were in good spirits. They were laughing, having a good time.
There was some good sportsmanship after game 2. Saw Noah Dana, him and one of their players kind of got a little scuffle towards the end of the game. Nothing serious like earlier, but they slapped hands and acknowledged that, hey, sorry about that. Good sportsmanship shown. It's a great job.
Well, you know what? When you dominate in a game like that, the last thing you need to do is start getting in fights.
Yeah.
I mean, really, yes, there's going to be some emotion on the field. You would expect it because a football
I'm
player.
just going to hold it until you take it.
Yeah, football players are supposed to play the game with emotion. And, if you're in Coronado's shoes, it's really hard not to get frustrated. Yeah. If you're in Round Valley's shoes, you don't need to get cocky and start making stupid mistakes. No. So, it's good that everybody just kind of settled down, went back to just playing the game and not getting wrapped up in all the extracurricular theater because there's no need for it. Just snap the ball, run the play, execute, and go to the next down.
That was great that they let them shake hands after the game. That
Yeah.
they haven't been able to do that before this season. That was great.
Well, I didn't know that was Coronado's only. That was only their third ball game being this deep in the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
they had. I think they're still either hybrid or online only. Their coaches literally went out and recruited players to come out, former players from last year and things like that. So, a great job by their staff. Very appreciative of them being able to do this.
Well,
So-
given the way the rest of 2020s went, it's just good to see the kids on the field playing.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that we even have a football season this year is amazing.
Yeah.
And for Coronado to field a team, I had no idea. I had no idea that all that was going on down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know that they were open.
Yep.
Being up here, all our schools are open. We've been open since August, and everybody's been enjoying it. It didn't dawn on me that some of those schools down there were still in lockdown.
Yeah.
So,
Some areas more than others, and I haven't looked what Scottsdale School District policy is right now, but I know that's been the challenge for them.
Yeah, I can only imagine that's a different world of challenge compared to where we're at and what we deal with.
yeah.
Yeah, 15 players at 7,000 feet.
Yeah, I don't.
I give them props, man.
Oh,
I give 'em
man.
props. Coming up from the valley to play up here. We
Well-
saw it when we were playing. When teams would come up here and they would be struggling for air, and so to finish a game with 15 players at this altitude when you're not used to it.
Well,
guys
especially
play
their big men.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that is a lot of work right there.
Yep.
That is a lot of work when you play that much football at this altitude. And people don't realize it but I feel great. We go down the valley, man. I feel like I can run, even though I can't. But I feel like I can.
I talked to the boys after the state championship game last year. I was like, "What's it like playing down here after playing up at 7,000 feet?" They're like, "Man, we're supercharged, man." You said we have energy like we've never had before playing down in the valley, and I
Well-
think that played to our advantage in that state championship game last year. Playing,
Yeah.
our muscles were like, "Wow, what's all this oxygen?"
Well, Lance Armstrong, famous bicyclist, right? Okay, he would train at altitude. He would train at high altitudes, riding his bike in Colorado, places like that. And what that does is when your body gets deprived of oxygen, the body's response is to create more red blood cells so that it can carry as much oxygen to the muscles as possible. So when you go back down to a lower altitude, your body still has all those red blood cells. So when we go down there, we are in a natural way blood doping because we are getting more oxygen delivered to our muscles, so we don't feel the fatigue, we don't feel the tired, we don't feel it as quickly as we do up here. But when they come up here, it's the reverse effect. They can't breathe. They can't seem to get their stride. They struggle. And then you get cramps and everything else. It's rough, and my heart goes out to them because to have a roster of only 15 guys, and I didn't see any line substitutions. Did you?
No.
So that was all beef playing Ironman football. I haven't seen that in decades.
Yeah.
It looked like they were trying in the first quarter. I remember a couple. They would move a few in and out, but then they had one injury, and then it just seemed like, hey, look, this is our lineup now. We're just gonna have to roll with it.
Yeah.
All right, as we sit here waiting for some seniors to show up to get interviewed by Wes, the magnificent, the charismatic, the generous, the indomitable, sure, not to be confused with abominable, because that's a snowman. At least that's what I've heard. And other nice things. I'm not used to saying nice things about Wes,
No,
but that's what friends are for.
but we probably should say more nice things about him.
We
know?
could.
Since he does pay us.
He does. He pays you guys. You guys get paid.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
You know.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Wait.
you want to walk that back, Steven?
Let's see. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah. Okay.
but
No.
Instead, we let you press buttons.
Oh, yeah.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah, you get paid.
Well, and
Yeah.
we've seen the benefit of that. I've been getting hammered all night about my oratory abilities, so I'm just going to not one of my best nights. I'm just going to tell you guys right now. Sorry, just not my best.
Sounds like I need to go back and listen to it. I wasn't on air much tonight, so it sounds like I'm going to have to go back and listen to it to see what stumbles and bumbles took place.
Not a lot there. I mean, Riker Margle.
I enjoyed that one.
Well, let's see
I
what
played
else.
it up a little.
Let's see. Oh, I basically made the call that Keanu got ejected when
didn't? Yeah.
when Keanu wasn't even on the field. Let's see what else.
Before you knew.
Hey, that wasn't your fault. That was a numbered mix-up. Let's.
Yeah, how do we
let's
know
see.
there's going to be
That.
another 77
Yeah.
who's just as tall?
The only thing I didn't do was blame Johnson for the Kennedy assassination. I guess I could have done that, and I didn't. Let's see.
Hey,
What else?
did you talk presidential politics?
No, I did
Okay.
not. No.
Hey,
You know
very
what?
Good.
I
very
have.
Good.
That is for me. That's a third rail. I am not
yes.
getting into that because I want. Look, pick a winner already, and let's
Move on and
Move
let's
on.
go.
unite as a country. Yeah.
I don't. Okay. You
That's
know.
our politics for the night, right there. That's it.
That's it. Just let's pick it and go. So yeah. Now I don't know if you guys are seeing this.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Wow. So we've got a bunch of homecoming dates now, all getting their picture taken.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
No, thank you, sweetheart.
so we got group pictures going on.
I would just like to clarify that I was just talking to my daughter and not Dan with the sweetheart comment. So don't get that twisted, okay?
Yeah, it's been one of those nights.
It has been.
I'm just.
I felt like a couple points. There's a little bit of weird energy in the dome tonight, but it happens.
Yeah, and the full moon was last weekend too. That's what was odd. Last weekend just went so smooth compared to tonight. I don't know. It's kind of hard to kill airtime while we're waiting on the players when they're all down there taking pictures with their homecoming dates. I don't know that we're a priority tonight.
Well, would you want to hang out with you or a pretty girl of your own age?
Yeah. Well, I know
what I'd choose.
I know the call I would have made 30 years ago.
Yeah, you'd want to hang out with yourself, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
No, I would want to hang out with my now wife, then girlfriend.
Well, there you go.
Just saying.
High school sweethearts.
You know, we were actually, and she grew up in Texas. We met, before McDonald's existed. That was a big parking lot. And back in the day when we were allowed to cruise, I'm parked in the parking lot with a high school buddy of mine, and her girlfriends were in town to go skiing at Sunrise. So we
Okay.
actually met in March of '89. And they pulled up, started chatting. Next thing I know, I'm going to her prom. And then after college, we got married. So it was like, bam, bam, bam.
Do you want me to make you feel old right now?
Sure. Go ahead.
So you met your wife March of '89.
Yes.
I was born February of '89.
Thank you for that, Ethan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, March 16th, 1989.
Yeah, well,
In the Fed Mart parking lot.
FedMart.
For those of you that remember Fed Mart. Sprouse Rights, Triple S. Now that's reaching back a ways. That goes back before there was ever a stoplight there. There used to be just a stop sign, and there was no stopping on 60. Oh yeah, that was crazy. But
Well, this is exciting. I really don't think they're coming. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think they're coming either.
We asked nicely several times.
Wes
is currently yelling at them.
We're begging somebody to come out and talk to us so that we don't have to talk to ourselves.
Take pity on us, please.
Because right now at this point we're just eating up bandwidth.
We really are. I mean, we're telling stories about how we met our wives.
Yeah,
This has gone so far off the rails. I don't know how we're going to get it back on.
I don't either. In fact, I don't even think is there any chat? Is anybody even talking to us on the chat anymore? Or are they just like, shut up already? It's time to go to bed.
Let's see. There are still 33 concurrent viewers on YouTube. So, hey, thanks for sticking it out with us.
Oh, wow.
And Facebook does not tell you how many concurrent viewers you have unless you go to 29. So, approximately 62 people still care.
62 people still care. Okay. Well,
which, by all accounts, is good numbers.
Well, let me ask Wes real quick. Hey, anybody coming up? Or what are we doing?
We're hoping for, but they're all taking pictures, homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
So we might not. We got Riker Marble's dad coming up, though, to chat.
Ooh, Riker Marble's dad. Proud papa, I'm sure.
So we're talking to the guy that helped make the guy that had a big night tonight? Is that what we're doing?
There you go.
Here.
How are you?
Here. Yeah.
This is not my thing.
Yeah, you know what? You're going to get roped into this just like I did. First of all, Mr. Marble, tell us a little bit about White Mountain Off-Road.
White Mountain Off-Road.
Wait a minute. I don't have my glasses on.
That is you, right? Yes.
Yeah. White Mountain Off-Road.
No,
that is you.
That is me.
That is you. You're a sponsor.
Yeah, we kind of started by accident. We kind of just wanted to have some toys for ourselves up here in the mountain, and thought one way to help pay for them would be throw them on Craigslist and rent them. Well, Shola Motorsports decided they weren't going to rent anymore and just do their selling. And they now refer everything to us, and we just stay busy.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So, kind of picked up faster than we expected.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hey, thanks for being a sponsor.
What's up?
Riker, big night tonight at quarterback. It's always good to see a freshman getting snaps during a varsity game.
Yeah.
Always good.
Yep.
As a dad, you've got to be just eating that up.
We're pretty proud. We're pretty proud. Everybody else is leaving because we pretty much had it handled, and us parents, me and Heidi.
I've been sitting all night.
So me and Heidi, we were there to, in case we missed any big plays, we wanted to make sure we got to see them. So
yeah, no, you know what? As a freshman, I tell you what, I had the opportunity to coach the young man in 8th grade. I saw huge potential in that young man then.
Yeah,
it is awesome to see how much he's progressed from then till now, and I know a lot of it is. You know, there's a certain maturity factor that comes into play when you go from junior high to high school, and he had to grow quick, I'm sure, because you go from being not quite a young man, but not a boy, to now you're in amongst grown men, amongst men. So you know, I'm sure there was a paradigm shift there, and it was pretty tough. What do you think?
Well, he noticed it. Let me tell you, I can't remember exactly which. Maybe it was Winslow, but he realized it pretty quick that he's playing with men. When you know he playing in those JV games, he's not afraid to lower his shoulder and drop the boom on some people.
Yeah.
Then he comes and tries to do that on varsity and gets picked up and tossed a little bit. So.
But not afraid to do it at this level either.
No,
One thing that really impressed me is that the game that he got to play a few games ago, we saw that same thing, that same tenacity we saw tonight again.
Yeah, well, and that starts with these coaches. It starts with coaches like Danny and Pat Tucker down in JV. They teach these kids to play physical football. And
well, Winslow always plays a physical football game, and I'm glad you brought up Winslow because my personal favorite play of that game, and I don't want this to come off poorly. And you know the play I'm about to talk about. Him and Baker are rolling out to the outside. It's an option. That kid steps up to hit Riker, and Riker did what he was supposed to do, but Baker wasn't really looking for the ball. And all of a sudden, bam, both of them get just hit. Now, Baker ended up getting injured in that play, and he came out the rest of the game. But Riker jumped right back up, took command of the offense, and executed the next play. That had to be a bit of an initiation. I'm sure he talked about that play when he got home.
He did, and I think when you guys interviewed him after the game, he even mentioned that he wanted to give a shout-out to Gage because he felt a little guilty about that, but he made the right read. And
hey, you know what? That's football.
Sometimes blocks get missed, and that happens. But
Gage
is a tough kid, and I think he could have gone back in that game if he wasn't a little bloody.
Yeah. Well, missed block or not, you can argue those all night. Winslow always plays physical.
Yeah,
they always plays physical. I don't care if you're in Mighty Mites at NAFL or if you're playing varsity football. Every time Winslow fields a team, they play physical.
Yeah, and I don't think they let up on our younger guys either.
No, they did not.
I think Riker felt it. Like you said, that was his initiation to high school football. So.
Well, and it's good. It's good that he's getting that initiation now because as he progresses next year, the year after, he's going to be right behind Trayson Merrill.
Yeah.
And, from what I'm seeing on the field, the jury's still out as whether or not Trayson will come in and fill in behind Owen Young, or will Riker get some starts as a sophomore next year?
Yeah, well, the main thing is about Trayson Merrill is he's a talented kid. So
he is.
You can utilize him in so many different places.
But what a
with
position.
His size and speed.
Yeah, what a position to be in if you're the Bells, right?
Yeah, right.
You've got three very good young men, and let's not forget Brett Jordan.
Brett Jordan's not a bad quarterback either. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I like Riker. He was a running back for us. I think he could, even if he has to get some time in at halfback next year behind Trayson, I think, that'd be great. You've got, I see nothing but bright spots coming. I mean, these young men work hard. They listen. They take direction very well. They're very coachable young men, those freshmen and sophomores. I think big things are coming their way.
They're a good group. A good group had good coaches and have good coaches.
Well, what a great opportunity as well for them with, like, Owen Young. We saw Owen at the freshman level get to play like Riker did, and we saw what Owen matured into. And so what a great opportunity that he's going to have mentors like Owen, like Trayson. He's going to be able to come into himself and not have the weight of the Elks on his shoulders next year or even his junior year, right? He's going to be able to build into it and get some play time at different places. Then when we need him, he's going to be there. He's going to be a more developed player.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what you want. You want that well-rounded, well-developed, seasoned player that doesn't get out there and get nervy when he sits up behind his offensive line and he's wondering, oh, no, what have I got myself into?
Yeah. Well, and I've preached to him, you play where your coaches ask you to play, whether it be quarterback, slot receiver, halfback, or a Cade Hogle that's playing on the line.
That's exactly what I think of. To see him go from behind the line to the line, and they get to play a little bit. We got to see him run the ball a little bit, get some touchdowns, right? But what a meaning of team right there, that he's willing to get into the trenches. And it was night and day. I'm sure the Elks offensive line did other things in that week, but to see them at that point then, a completely different line, protecting their quarterbacks better, Cade Hogle made a huge difference for the offensive line. And so players that are willing to do that make a team.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, Riker was punting for a little while, and then he moved to quarterback. And, I've seen him a lot on the kickoff team.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's getting his defensive points. He's definitely earning his stripes. And I would like to see a lot more out of the freshman, especially in situations like tonight, because that field time is invaluable, because it just settles everybody down. Because there's a huge difference. When you're on the sideline of a varsity game, you always hope you can play.
Right.
But then, you know this,
oh, yeah.
As soon as you walk out on that field for the first time, your heart is like
shaking.
pounding through your chest. your hands are shaking, you're sweaty, and you haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah.
And then the only thing going through your mind is, please don't screw up. Please don't
Well,
screw
and
up.
I can vouch for yours for Riker's experience just from punting, having to fill in for Makai Funaki at punter. The first time he went in he flat told me, he's like, Dad, I was scared to death.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I bet.
this experience is invaluable, like you said, 100%.
I enjoyed the season that I had with Riker. Riker was always a coachable kid, and I used to coach him by everything was a baseball analogy, because that's his sport.
It's his sport,
that was
yeah.
his sport, and I just tell him, look, you're rounding third, going home, just go, take the catcher out, get downfield, do the job, and he did.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through the season, when it finally clicked, it was like, I don't know how much of that season you remember, but it was just, we could pretty much do anything we wanted, anywhere we wanted, because of the kids we had, and it was an awesome feeling.
Well, he grew a lot because of you coaches. He believe me, he credits you guys to a lot of that. You and Pat Tucker. So
I don't think Tucker and I had anything to do with what he's turning into now. That is all the Bells, because what he's doing now. I mean, I'm not even going to attempt to claim any credit for that.
Are you going to say in spite of his middle school coaching,
Yeah,
he has become
almost.
the player he is now?
Almost,
Okay.
yes.
hey, well, let me plug you guys real quick. I mean, these kids didn't even get scored on last year. Your team.
No, that's true.
That's pretty impressive.
That's true. And we were running the high school's defense, so it wasn't completely foreign, or shouldn't be foreign to them.
Yeah, I don't want to take any credit away from the Bells, because believe me, the Bells are making men out of these children.
Well, no, and that's the thing.
But
when I had them, they were children. And when Coach Tucker when Pat and I had them, it was all we could do to keep them from crying when they got hit on the field and stuff. And not all of them, but there was a few, that you just had to handle with kid gloves, because they're boys.
Yep.
They're not used to that yet. And that's why I was wondering how they would transition from the success they had in 8th grade. Because I told them after that last game in 8th grade, I said, that's great, enjoy the moment, because tomorrow nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, Coach, I'm like, no, seriously, that's reality. You guys are going to be freshmen now. You start over.
Yep.
And high school will not be kind.
But that's the mentality that the kids that they're getting at this level as well. You talk to the coaches, you talk to the kids. They silo each victory week to week. They're going to enjoy this tonight. It's homecoming. Tomorrow night we're going to have a dance. It's going to be great. But come Monday, it's Blue Ridge.
Yep.
Right, and I've asked multiple players. Seth Wiltbank told me that it's a day at a time, even a practice at a time. These boys are taking it, and it's every day, every time. I was here Wednesday before the bonfire, watching their practice before the Powder Puff football game, and you could just see that. You could just see it every time. The kids are siloed. They're taking care of business every time, every play, working through it. And so you're teaching that from the get-go, and you know what? Celebrate. That's great. And then come Monday, it's time to get after it again.
Well, and I can say the same thing about the JV coaches. Watching the JV, seeing Riker play on
Yep.
JV, they haven't won every game this year like they did last year, but Riker's also learning that it's all about experience. Right
Yeah.
now, it's about the experience, so that when you get to that big stage as a high school senior, junior, and senior, then you're ready for it.
Well, in varsity, when you're a varsity football player, you're playing for a championship.
Right.
You want to bring the banner home. You want the jewelry. JV, freshman, 8th grade, those are the learning opportunities.
Yeah.
Those are the plays. When you play at those sub-varsity levels, that's where you gain the experience and the confidence to excel at the varsity level.
Yeah, and you always want to win, of course, but the biggest thing is take what you can from it and learn from it.
Absolutely.
And that's when you turn into a better player and are able to compete at the next level. So,
Yeah.
and our coaches, they do a good job of keeping them on level-headed, I should say. Like letting them know that, hey, this game would have been nice to win, but tomorrow night, Friday night, that's the game that matters.
Yes, absolutely.
Show up and support your team, and make sure you're at practice to run the scout offense or the scout defense and do your part.
So Thursday night, they played Cholo?
Wednesday night they played Cholo.
Wednesday night they played Cholo.
Yeah.
So kind of a long week.
It's been a long week, yeah.
With all of the other festivities, bonfire, powder puff football, all the other events going on, then to play Wednesday.
Yeah.
Didn't have a night off last night because of bonfire, and then end up having to come out here and play tonight. Wow.
Well, and I credit the coaches because they weren't going to have a game because Coronado obviously doesn't have a JV or a freshman. So credit the coaches for doing their due diligence to find them a game to play and get some more experience.
Absolutely,
So,
that's awesome.
I can't say enough about you guys as coaches, man. From the junior high level on up, you guys do great work.
Well, this tonight was this is all the bells, but I'll take a little bit of it. I don't take that stuff. I don't take compliments well, just like I don't promote myself well. So hey, thank you.
Well,
But that young man's doing it. He's getting it done. I look for great things in his future.
I just hope we can put a little size on that kid.
He does need a little meat. He does need a little meat on his bones. Maybe tell Mom to feed him a little pasta.
We'll have to find some protein drinks or something. He may not ever get the height, but if we could put some meat on him, that would be great.
Well, my wife makes a mean chicken fried steak. That'll put pounds on anybody.
There we go.
So.
Well, hey, Ryan, thanks for taking a minute. Thanks for talking to us. Your boy is outstanding to watch. And also thanks for being a huge part of Let's Go Elks as part of our sponsor family. You guys are amazing for supporting what we do. And so just a huge thanks to you and your family, your boy, and for taking a few minutes with us tonight.
And let me plug you guys. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it, honestly. I've got family down in the valley. I got my oldest brother. Got to watch the game tonight, all because of you guys. And so it means the world to me.
Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marble, Mr. Ryan, and Heidi Marble of White Mountain Off-Road, taking care of all your UTV, ATV needs. Their next season starts up March 1. You can get on there and book now for your adventure in 2021. The Marbles, thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ryan.
Guys, that's going to put a bow on our live stream here in the Dome. Daniel's going to turn the lights out on us. We're not going to be able to see much longer. Good thing I brought a headlamp. Round Valley with a sound victory against the Coronado Dons for homecoming and senior night. Just a full night across the board. We appreciate everybody that's hung in with us throughout the live stream. We tried to get the seniors up here to have some conversation and do it a little bit differently, but unfortunately they are down with their dates and everything, and people are already trying to figure out what they're going to do for their dates. And so that's going to finish us up for the live stream here in the Dome. We will be back next week. We're going to be in Blue Ridge for the last game. We don't know. We don't need to do that. I'm going to hurt people without – look, it's reflective. This is painful. So, guys, this is going to finish us up in the Dome. It's hard for me not being in this chair doing this thing, but I know Ethan took care of you. I know the team took care of you tonight. And so a huge thanks to all the Let's Go Elks family for getting it done for us this way. We're going to wrap things up here in the Dome, and we'll be back with you next week. Get ready as we go live for some pregame. Huge thank you to all of our sponsors, especially the unsung heroes, our silent partners that help from the Dome. I'm Wesley McBride. We got Dan the Truth Man. We've got Ethan Holiday. We got the birthday boy, Daniel Pena. We got Ryan Pena. We got Ray Lynn Holiday. We got Rustin and Fried Chicken somewhere. I don't even know. We got Judge Latham running cameras for us, Mr. Stephen Pena. Guys, it takes a crew, and we appreciate you. And from the Dome, we're signing off. You guys have a great weekend. Make good choices.